Welcome to the AlbionTV War Report, your source of live battle coverage featuring the top guilds and alliances of Albion Online. Today is Friday, the 8th of August, 2025. I am your host, The Chosen One, and I'm joined today by Lupac and, of course, Bogle. We have a Bogle in the background. We are currently on a 15-minute delay as we watch the 18 UTC time slot here on Albion Europe. And Lupac, I don't know why I got it in my head when you said yay. I just thought of like special ed, and I was like, oh, what a great puppet.
Yeah. By the way, so talking of special ed, by the way, right in this zone with Sunny B, we've got ZRMRD on the tower. Now, I'm not sure what the handhold/rental situation is, but the first 3 people I clicked in their Zerg had homesick, which is not a good way to be starting a battle. Although actually having called them out for that, everybody else I did then check didn't. So maybe I just got like the corner of shame or something for them. But Sunny B holding tight in the zone. And yeah, it looks like...
Well, it looks like the guys in Scourge are going to pop out. They're going to pour out of the hideout, Lupac. What are we going to get out of this?
Jack in the box. Well,
yeah, they poured out.
They have a slightly better bubble range than the hideout used to. Sunny B looked like he was posturing for a catch, but then didn't go for it. The contingent boys, though, they got 21%. Dior has, let me see what they've got now that they are out of the hideout and straight over to their castle.
Sitting at a 31 disarray.
Because they have the home zone as well, they took the liberty of grabbing the castle earlier for an extra strategic point. ZMRD,
to get out of your your hideout. If you're stuck in your hideout, it can be really difficult, right? Like it's a pain in the ass. So they gave
ZMRD have 32%, by the way. ZMRD have 32%, and they also have a hideout under construction right now that has 16 minutes till it will be finished. So that is going to be the prime objective. I'm not sure who's protecting and who's whacking, but I'm going to go out on a limb and says it looks like Girth are looking to install ZMRD in this zone to make things continually unenjoyable for the Dior guys. That looks like
seems like the rental empire is expanding, Lupac. Sounds like the rental empire is expanding to me.
Not the thing that I like, you know, but it's just a good time to plug there if you're a small or medium guild that has a HQ boost already, and then you want to be assisted to place your HQ and with no rental obligations or anything. Give me a shout. Give me a shout, you know. Can maybe make that happen, because I don't like all this renting shows, and I think, you know, guilds should be able to place their HQ and just play the game without having a fork up. I heard the going rate at the moment is like 40-50 million silver a week for a hideout in a zone.
It can be up there.
You know? So
we do have Attila and the boys starting to just peek out of the castle, trying to get a view of how long it's going to take them to engage with contingent here. I imagine they want to get at this, right? Like,
yeah. So what was
you don't want
to
ignore this hideout for too long. You got to get on it and smash it if you don't want to. Okay, here we go. We got another. I think they're waiting for other groups here. We got Dat now in the zone. I think they're a bomb squad that's going to be joining in this. Attila is on his way into the first engagement with some members of Girth currently mounted and scouting.
We're about to see cluster queue if this gets any hotter. But remember, these under construction hideouts, they only take about a minute to go down.
Yeah, they just take a slight breeze, man. It's like
when you're fighting a level 2 or 3 hideout and you're trying to take a shield, you've got to probably be there for the whole 20 minutes, especially at level 3.
Wow.
These ones you've
get taken down in 7 minutes.
Yeah, but I mean, that's 7 minutes uninterrupted, but you need to start that minute 1 in case.
Oh, 100%. You have to get in on it. You have to start smashing it. If there's a defense, you really have to go hard. But right now, this is a situation where Girth is starting to push down. They're going to leave those other guys in a defensive position here, but Sunny B and the lads are pushing down. They're going to trap Attila back inside the castle.
OC goes out, though, so it's going to be... I mean, local chat is... I don't even know what they're saying in local chat right now.
Is that spicy, huh?
Well, I think there's some Turkish in there. I recognize some Turkish. I think there's some other languages as well, but like they probably don't even know what they're saying to each other. But you know, it's all in good fun, and I'm sure they're saying, "Hey guys, have a good fight. I wish you all the best."
Yep.
That sounds exactly like our Albion Online player base, doesn't it, Shozen? But yeah, you know, gonna go for the old. Well,
in comes
wall,
Girth into the
pool, and
gates
that guy,
of the castle. Yeah. Oh, one guy's gonna eat it here.
But that's actually kind of fine. If the whole engage kills one guy who can come up hideout, you're kind of happy, and they get 2 in the return. So obviously we know that these guys are reinforcing, and I mean, I don't really like this from Contingent, if I'm being honest, Shozen. I feel like they should just hold position, because if they lose the fight, I don't really have faith in the other guys to protect the hideout. But it does look like, yeah, Contingent were just having a look, and
they went back and they took down Dat EXE. So Dat EXE is the bomb squad that was behind him. That is why we saw Dior holding for so long, waiting for Dat to get on the field. Dat did appear. Dat got deleted, and now Girth is prowling free. Dior did come out of the castle briefly. It looks like they're going to go back in should things get too spicy. Here comes another push from Girth from the northwest, and 2 go down.
Bombers coming in. Bombers coming in from the east. They get some good catch, but they don't have the pressure. Again, this is like, you know, this is some super important play from the chariot, right? You see that move coming, you get that shield down, and you just hold firm, right? Keep that shield on them. Sunny B, there's a big GA in return. He goes in for the play, but lands on the silence. Sunny B does land the pull. There's another double coming out. And they're gonna kite back a little bit. Dior, I mean, Dior won't mind trading 1 for 1, I assume, as they're re-gearing from the hideout. I don't know where Contingent are re-gearing from, so it'll be interesting. Do you know what? I'm going to jump to someone who dies just to find out, okay? And then we can sort of see how far away they come from. Well, if this guy could do me a favor and actually release rather than just sit there dead, that would be pretty helpful.
Sunny B continuing to put a bit of pressure on these gates. We do see members of the team knocking away. Whack still whacking.
Gets a little tickle from the Shaper, and it looks like the other guys have actually come along. Okay, there is still a bunch of them on the hideout, but some of the other alliance, the Zimmered alliance, are having a little look there.
Some of these guys are cutting it close, being peeking pigeons, as Robin would say, going outside the castle when it's unnecessary and looking at stuff they don't need to see.
Yeah, does the chat have their Robin Hood RS bingo cards? Because Chosen and I will still try and complete them for you this evening during the next hour of show. Expect some Ring Around the Rosie, Diddy dancing, head banging, head-butting, peeking pigeons. Oops a day, probably be an Oops a Daisy in there somewhere. I'm sure we can fit one in somehow. Surprised that Dior are just all sat as one blob here. I feel like they could utilize the sides of the castle to maybe wrap round. Dat EXE are trying to come in from the northwest, as you said. I think you think they were helping Dior, right?
Well, helping Dior or hindering Girth, one of the two. They were definitely anti-Girth. I believe because of the timing of the way Dior was working that it is very likely that they were pro-Dior.
Okay.
And Dior just barely peeking out of the castle. Big movement here by Contingent. Easily red, easily frozen, shut down. Scourge of God going to move outside, try to get something themselves, but they are also shut down instantly. Both sides having some good goes from their defensive tanks.
The 2 energy shapers, they had the helm raise, so you always get reflected to 1 HP when you energy shaper. Pretty much. Right. And then your helmet keeps you alive. And then there's like that second where you know your helmet's about to run out and you're like, right, am I dying here or am I not? And of course, because you're 1 HP, it takes nothing. A sneeze, a violent sneeze will kill you. The worst defenders, though, are the ballista bleeds. That ballista bleed is the one that gets you every time, I swear. So both shapers went down there for Girth, which is unfortunate.
That's not good to see. I know how much you enjoy a good energy shaper. I think the only person on this field who enjoys an energy shaper more than you is Sunny B.
Been playing a lot of Chariot lately. I'm kind of enjoying Chariot at the moment. You know, keeping
Really?
the boys juiced up with mana, like running to the front, dropping the shield on the engage, debuffing the damage on the bomb squads. It's quite fun. Probably the most fun battle mode.
Oh, damn. Did you see that? How many? Look at your kill at 18, 10, 59.
That was a slammer jammer, and local chat popping off to go with it, Chosen.
15 knockdown there. Dunder doing some work there with CS bomb. Wow.
That guy was in my chat
also
before,
getting involved.
actually.
That is a lot going down from one bomb in 1/100th of a second. 15 people died for Dior.
Dunder, he's on a 5/4 Riftglaive. Not Awaken though, so he's actually got it OC'd. Which is, you know, it makes sense. Awakening is, I don't know. I'm still, I don't think for ZVZs it's great because maybe on a shot caller that's like super tanky and is like hard to kill.
Well, no, it's to make them tanky. It gets them the extra HP, man.
But that's what I mean. It's tankiness on top of tankiness. But for everybody else, like one misposition or one mistake and you're dead, right? So it doesn't seem, it's not worth putting a week of grinding into a weapon and then you get one bang because like one guy didn't press defensives or something. But Dunder, he doesn't need no Awakening to put in the work, apparently. He's just jabbing and stabbing and it's working. He's got an impressive 1651 IP. In 5/3 and 5/4 gear. It's nice.
That's not bad.
I mean, he's got elite specs on his kit, and I'm assuming his sub things are all at least 101 as well. So
Well,
that's what I mean. You get to actually bang on a budget if you put the time into the specs.
Yeah, I just wanted to say we're at 1812 now. That hideout is quickly getting completed here. There's not a lot of pressure on it from the guys in Dior, and right now, without being able to put down contingent, first, they're not going to even be able to think about getting over there and putting any pressure on that hideout.
Yeah, but there's something important we need to consider, Chosen, right? This is construction phase 3, so what does that tell you?
It's been up twice.
Right, but like, if it's at construction phase 3, that tells you something very, very important about the situation here, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
Contingent's already defended it twice.
No. Bogle, do you know what the important thing is that we know because it's construction phase 3? It means that they do not have a HQ booster because you can use a HQ booster as soon as you have finished construction phase 1, which would skip this entire phase. It would then be an indestructible HQ. So the fact that we know that it's not an HQ now means that if Dior want to, they could just siege this tower and try to whack the hideout every single day. So, okay, Girth have established their renters here, but without an HQ booster, Dior can force them to come here every single day for as long as they want to. And knowing what I know about these two forces and how much they are not fans of each other, Chosen, I think that's what Dior are probably going to do every single day. Oh, they're going in for a move, though.
Nice hit into the mid lines here. Not a lot of death.
Yeah, last two deaths went against Girth.
There's a nice shot.
There's a little shaper over the... That's the thing with a shaper. I'm not as good as these guys at finding those nasty angles, Chosen.
Yeah, I was going to say, Lupac, do they generally put the players who are really good on the battle mounts?
I mean, you need people to know how to play a battle mount. It's not just a simple case of sit on your buttons. By the way, Chosen, contingent are reinforcing from the portal. So, like, you know, we talked about the Dior reserves coming out of the hideout.
Right.
The contingent ones are coming from a lot further away. So Dior probably only need one good. Like that is not going to be the one because
they got to get through.
It's going to grab 5.
Lupac, they got to get through another guild and smash for 2 minutes.
No. The hideout's over. The hideout's over. I'm just talking about the fight now, right? Because they'd like to fight and they'd like to launch the tower. That's going to be the objectives. The hideout situation is completely over. Sunny B dropping a little bit low inside, but happy to disengage and get those heals at the back. These Rift Glaives going to work. It looks like, yeah. Yeah, this is back and forth at the moment.
It's been back and forth. Yeah, absolutely. Except for, you know, like what I do see Sid El Campador here just having smashed his opponents here along with I got 88 here. Just I think that's 15 between the yeah, that's pretty good. Looking brutal over there.
It is looking like a bit of a meat grinder, but you know, these guys, they're not hurting for money, right? Shows, and they got plenty of sets.
No.
And beating the enemy, being the last one remaining on the field is the most important thing. Like, of course, they wanted that hideout down because this is, you know, I mean, I was told weeks ago that Dior were finished in this zone anyway, right? So this is like,
why were they done? Who finished them?
I don't know. I just got word on the street. But anyway, at this point,
you heard that from Elmo, huh?
They're in like pure stubbornness mode, right? They're like, okay, you know, you might have like beaten us back here, but we're now gonna do that arch thing of where we bonker down and just make it a miserable experience. And bang, Sir Vane comes through with a quad kill. Dynod follows up with a double tap, and Contingent lose 6 just like that. And 6 is an interesting number because I believe that is the amount of zones they have to run to get back to the fight, Chosen.
Ooh, that could be a while. Right,
so this is winnable for Dior, and I think well, I imagine they're gonna go for the sandwich play as soon as this hideout's secure, right? 3 minutes time, they're gonna get that other Zmerge, whatever they're called. They're gonna come over, sandwich Dior inside the castle. It isn't the escape setup castle, it is the death trap setup, isn't it? So, you know,
it's not an easy one to get out of. You can smash people from 2 sides, absolutely crush them, and ZMDR if they can, or ZMRD if they can come around here, get onto the western side and push, it could absolutely crush these guys in Dior. But Dior doing a good job pushing into the eastern flanks of Contingent, trying to make some space there. Oh, not good. That's 4 more down for them. They had just made a nice push here, getting about 10 kills for themselves.
Yeah, Elgi again. I don't know why Elgi's playing because he's coming through with a lot of kills in this fight as well. He's the A3 Shaper. He's got the A3 excellent Shaper, right? Chosen. He's got that bad boy overcharged, man. He's got that bad boy overcharged.
Oh, well, he can afford it.
13.5 million. I mean, yeah, I did the same. Yeah, but mine weren't mine, but I still feel bad when one goes down to OC, bro. At 15.5 million. Oh, Sunny B though finding connections in the Lord room.
And Attila is sneaking out. This is done.
Scattering. They are.
Yeah, they're gone. Over.
And the heals are not coming right now, shows, and the healing has stopped. And that's the worst feeling when like you don't get like getting clapped is a bad feeling in a ZVZ.
Always. Bad,
What's worse is slowly bleeding to death from half HP to 0 over 30 seconds, right? With no healing or anything coming the way. They look for a turn on Sunny. He's all right, though. He's all right. Sunny has 7,250 HP when he pops the Gigantify. I'm pretty sure he has a decent amount of HP without it as well. Always good to know. Armor of Valor for Sunny as well. Interesting choice, but that superior channel does let him walk through things like wind walls and stuff like that, which is handy. So I think that's probably why he's playing it. And the way, you know, they tried to help Dior, they're still doing a respectable job of clapping and trying to have an impact. But with Dior routed, these guys are next on the chopping block, shows, and Elgi trying to grab some more energy shaper action. But the way they're going to be routed, and I think this one is donezo, as we say.
Yeah, that is done. I've already left. I'm already looking for new content somewhere else out here. Now, generally, we get a lot of good content here on Albion Europe in general. It's just pretty much content all the time. At the top of the hour, we do have castles. Tomorrow, we do have legendary castles. Should be good content tomorrow. Also,
yes. All right. You look for a fight then. I will give you the Leopak Castle update. We do have a purple castle on deck, Chosen. And it's in an area that I know is pretty hot on this timer. So I expect at least a few nerds to show up for that one. I see some legendary outposts. I don't see any legendary castles, though, to spice things up. No, looks like purple is our best shot for that action, but I will continue to check the hot zones and see what's going on.
Okay, I'm going to continue bouncing around myself, see what we got. You can look through zones, I'll look through names.
Okay. Oh yeah, we got a wide more flats, has a battle ongoing, which means the banner is still in play. Yeah, I've got a small but active siege. Not sure about this one.
Is that your name? Not
yeah.
Sure. I'm not sure. How about
let's go to
Senpai
yeah,
instead?
let's go to Senpai instead, I think. I'm not sure about the
Okay.
the golem guy for the other side here.
He's just not doing it for you. He's just not
No. I mean,
something off about that one, Lupac? What was wrong with it?
I'm just not sure. I mean, either it's something I'm reading too much into it, or he's a bit edgy, but I don't think it'll be a problem anymore. Because he's dead. So we'll not worry about that. Damn. But I knew this one was still going on because after 15 minutes, no banner means it would have been over. But yeah, there is another force still holding the other side of the tower, though.
Okay.
Only Fangs are inside the tower whacking the other side, though. So there's a little bit of a double team going on here. Level 4 Only Fangs with no alliance on one side. 666 surrounded. Oh, Senpai goes for a little play out the door, but good GA is going to stop him. Walls. I mean, the walls are still 30% and the raid banner is still up. So this siege will continue. I don't think it's going to be a big explosive one, though, because everything is relying on a Riftglaive squad, and that's about it right now.
That's not great.
No, but as I say, the good thing is I really like actually how the 666 guys are. Oh, they're going for the banner snatch here. Good ice block. Good ice block from Exotic. I don't know if the other guy had as much luck, but that was good reactions. He should have faked it, but even if he fakes it, then they're going to protect their guy in the ice block anyway. Only Fangs have a lizard on this side, so these guys are officially hand-holding Chosen. Actually, Only Fangs have snuck in. Only Fangs
Okay,
are right
hey, I was
inside
just looking at those guys. They weren't here before.
No, they were at the they were at the east corner. I mean, that's 666 misplayed there. They took their eye off the ball. They went to the other side, and Only Fangs kind of just breached and got inside. They got away with it though. Luckily for these guys, they got away with it. But I mean, you know, this is a 2% disarray defense, right? And they've got two unallied guilds assaulting them. This is a feels bad moment, Shozo.
Well,
but it is the sort of fight like that I enjoy.
This guy normal.
This guy just got dismounted. In a bit of trouble. Senpai goes for it doesn't go for it. He sees the Gigantify and he knows it's not gonna happen. Look west, still whacking away on the old west side. I like that they were on the west side as well, the Look West guys.
That okay. Telling the opponent what to do.
Because if they'd have gone on the east side and Only Fangs on the other side, it would have just annoyed me irrationally.
Well, what if they're telling their teammates to look west? So they always attack from the east, so they're always telling their teammates to look west.
The village people. Do you remember them? Oh, there goes the banner shows then.
I know that they're a big, you know, the president of the United States is a big fan of their music. I know that. So
Only Fangs though. Only Fangs looking for the sandwich. These guys, they need to get back in their door right now. A Colt. Actually, no. Senpai's like, no, we don't. No, we don't. Uno reverse.
Oh, nicely played. Get back inside. Get back inside.
Well, no, I mean, Only Fangs are in a horrible spot here, in my opinion. If Senpai wants to clap on this door with his Rift Glaives, it's going to be Jova. Surely. Oh, not quite enough damage. Too many people. Okay, so too many people like use their E's early on the door as soon as they saw the clump. Whereas when you're like literally only 24 guys, you got to do everything in sync. Otherwise, it's not going to happen.
Not enough damage.
Yeah. But this is the sort of thing I don't like to see. This like teaming up shows them, right?
What, you don't like it when people team up to defeat their enemies?
If I saw this happening when we were formed up and I had nothing better to do, shows, and I'd come here and I'd type in local chat, I stand with 666, and I'd wipe all these kids attacking. I'm like, bro, if you want to ally and take them on, fine, right? But if you literally if you can't even like form a proper alliance and just want to handhold, you deserve to get banged.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Oh, that's good. Can't
argue with that.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I mean, it looks like 666, 24 strong men is all they need, chosen, because these guys are...
They're doing well. They're doing well. They're holding.
Yeah, they're dipping, they're diving, they're weaving, they're bobbing. They got to watch the cat,
We've got action on Grinder. Okay, so Henry is full go against Mass. So Grinder versus Mass on Henry.
Okay. Well, I can go over there. Do you want to keep both up, or do you want to go over there? Because while that clap was going on that we just saw, by the way, Only Fangs nearly sneaked the tower.
Well, we can put this one that you're currently on screen too. Put the Henry fight with Grinder versus EQMS on the main screen. It's a full go, and there's a big clap about to happen if we can catch it in time. Oh, actually, Mass gets out. Well played by Mass.
Oh, man. So half the Sentry Mage HP went, chosen, or 2 bars, but Only Fangs nearly had the tower. I think they've both got an attack, right? So, oh no, actually, Order of Sin has the other attack. So Only Fangs couldn't, they nearly got the mage down, but they couldn't actually cap. So, not quite the correct ordering for everything.
Well, I think Bogle had the other side up. He's going to switch over to Henry here as it is kind of winding down over here. Bogle did have it up for a good bit of time. We do have one target still to the north. They should be able to replace what was already wiped out. I see a lot of red tags on red tags. A lot of death caused by a third party on this one. And there's still skulls popping up on my map over in Longfen Marsh, Lupac.
Yeah. That's, I mean, skulls for days. We like to see lots of skulls on the map, though. That always indicates a good afternoon for us. 666, by the way, is still not losing anyone, bro. They're just shrugging them off. And weirdly enough, the away guys are kind of just chilling outside, killing one guard at a time. This is a... These guards are reasonably upgraded, actually. They're tier 6 guards. Obviously, the conquest buff is in play as well, right? So they got that 50% health, 50% damage. Jackals, they are busy dealing with Only Fangs on the east side. They got to be careful, because as soon as Away get the breach, they are going to get a big sandwich. Away are taking it super cautiously. In fact, the double save for mages actually had one guy knocked down. The gypsy guy was downed to mobs and luckily was able to get back up.
Well, not much left of Mass here, but Only has taken over as they continue to fight against Henry and Grinder here for this legendary castle in Longfen Marsh. A number of them go down in the center of our screen here in the Lordrum.
How did I not say it was legendary?
From the Grinder here. I believe the yellow ones are legendary, right? The yellow ones? Yeah, legendary.
I just missed it. I just missed it when I was zooming around. I don't know why.
You know who didn't miss it?
These guys.
These guys. They are all fighting for it. And another clump of Only go down. Big clump of one target.
Robin Hood RS would have spotted the castle.
Oh, he would have. He's all over that. He knows where them castles spawn. He can feel it. He's got a sixth sense for these things. You'll develop it over time as you come back into Albion, Lupac. And it looks like Only is leaving. They're done.
Yeah, I kind of want to see this, but I'm also enjoying the 666 Jackal's defense here. Like, this is like some epic shit right now, shows. I'm like, holding off 2 different guilds on the side. Sentry Mage holding fast, 30 minutes on the timer. They are whittling them down. And of course, as soon as these guys extend into the Mage, it is pain time. Like when you have a little force, that Sentry Mage is so annoying to deal with. Because you don't have enough damage to like deal a full bar in each engage, right? Like where my boys like with our Unga Bunga, like where we have like 110 people, if we just get on top of the mage, we just kill it, right? It just dies, it melts. We just spam defensive, spam healing, and the mage is gone in about 10 seconds. When you're like 20, 30 people, it's just, you cannot sit there for too long. These guys are doing a great job of hugging it. I do think it lost its 3rd bar there. Oh, not quite. It didn't, Chosen. So it's going to regen again. And 666 come through with another 4 kills on defense. I mean, it only goes back to 3 bars. It's still, you know, they're not making any progress and they're losing people. I think OnlyFans might drop out of this fight soon. And at which point, Away have struggled to get through the guards, right? So
they can't get through the guards.
No, and they're about to get another kill here. Gypsy is going to die again. And yeah, if they're not careful, they're going to lose the raid banner near the Sentry Mage, which will be quite a problem.
Grinder has mounted up, and they're leaving the zone. There is still a group of mass EQMS over here. We got 30 minutes left until this castle can be claimed. I'm wondering if Henry and the lads know that there's some content somewhere else that they need to go get, because they're leaving this for mass for now.
Bro, 666 Jackals, man, these guys are making me a fan, Chosen. I am a fan of these guys all day long right now. This is just
you got your copy pasta ready?
Oh man, it's just lovely to watch. It's just lovely to watch, man. They are just zipping, zapping, tight play, playing off the calls, not wasting anything, just making every spell count. They're kidnapping guys under the Sentry Mage, assassinating tanks, like, and just supporting each other with bedrocks and defensives. This is just poetry. In terms of small scale, this is absolute poetry.
Oh, we got some nasty engagements over here about to happen, Lupac. We've got Henry demounted. He left the zone to go catch Purge, and he's found Purge, chased them down, and now has them running in the open world. They defended against some big clumps early, but now they're losing some massive engagements here. That one was 10 plus. That's going to hurt Purge. Several more of them caught and not going to be able to get out of here. Sorry to interrupt there, but we had some live action.
Lovely, lovely. Onlyfangs again trying to make the push. There's a couple of ungilded rats trying to find some loot, but the loot is super deep right now. West are still on the field. The banner is still on the field. The clock is ticking. And 666 holding strong once again. It does look like reinforcements are coming in from both sides. It's nobody's HQ in the zone, by the way. I'm not sure why there's this massive fight over the zone.
Yeah.
But there certainly is. And yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Oh,
well, these guys are mounting back up, and I think they're going to go back and take Mass on again, because Mass infiltrated their castle there. I don't think they're going to let that stand. Oh, actually, I see some more skulls.
No.
What that is.
After that epic hold for so long, they're one good clap connected, and Jackals lost half their boys.
Oh, no, and this is it. I see. Yeah, there's nothing left. There's nothing left.
They've got one healer left. If he goes down, it is completely over. But these guys, only Fangs, they've got the Fangs out. They sense that blood in the water, man. And it's I think it's going to be evacuation time. I mean, that was an epic hold, but there was only, like, this is the problem, right? They played absolutely perfectly, and then one slip up, and it's just over.
That's all it takes.
Yeah, when you're only 20 guys, you lose 10 of those, and yeah, it's, you know, it's quick maths. He's going to try and, he wants to try and hit some more on the way back out. I don't know where the reinforcements are coming. They're actually hitting back. I don't know if the mage is down yet. And the mage isn't down yet, and they have one healer, so, I mean, who knows?
They're still holding Lupac. This could be the hold of all holds. What are they doing here?
Way. Nah,
they're holding Lupac. They're holding Lupac.
Nah, there's no
7 HP. They're holding. It's Hodor over here. He's going full hold the door.
Mate, shout out to Puka. Every heal off cooldown has got to connect and it's got to be value. But unless the mage is going to solo everyone, which we know the mage can if you don't respect him. Like, only Fangs are having a bad time right now with the mage, but they nearly got him down. And it's going to be a portal respawn. There is 2 zones back to the fight, and that'll be 2 zones too many shows, and before that tower's gone.
Unfortunate. Good hold, though. Those guys really did a hell of a job holding out for quite some time, but they still had to hold for another 24 minutes.
What's the what's the story then with Henry and Grinder then? What's the deal with these guys?
I don't know.
Like
their guild?
It's just their new thing, is it?
New thing, old thing? It's what it's always been, man. It's Grinder.
Is it a hype guild? Like,
sure.
You know, are they banging? You know, I don't know.
They're banging.
Yeah.
Yeah. They've been out getting fights every day.
Okay, nice. It looks like they got a decent mass as well, which is good. They got some solid IP, and so this is just all their same people or different people, or you know, I don't know. I can't keep track of these guys. Okay,
you got answers to that out there in the world of Albion.
Like
what's going on with
a lot of the eggs worldwide are in like a thing called 8-4s now. I think it was called.
In 1984 with TC, yeah.
No, 8-4s was the name of the guild. Is that they allied with TC now? Are they?
Well, TC 8-4 is an alliance, and their partner. I thought it was with 1984.
Yeah. Well, the guild is called 8-4s, as in
maybe it's 8-4s.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's Luke's like spin-off. Bulldozer Disbanders, they're calling themselves, which is cool. We had to fight Take Care the other day.
How was it?
Fun.
They do?
Grindy. I mean, they were good. Yeah, unsurprisingly, they were good. 6 Alliance kind of joined in and threw a spanner in the works, and then said that we were hand-holding them after they got wiped. Even though we were like balls deep in each other when they arrived.
When you guys were fighting each other, and then they arrived as a third party, and then they lost. And they blamed you guys.
Said we were hand holding. But like, those guys. I mean, you certainly know you're fighting them. I'll put it that way, right? You can see the.
Well,
difference.
yeah, you can see it in local chat.
No. Just in terms of the fight. But no, it was fun. It was fun. Put it that for sure.
My bad.
I think we gave an alright account of ourselves.
Well, I'm continuing to look through our list. It's a little quiet today. I'm kind of surprised. Are you ready for tomorrow, Lupak?
Emotionally, well, tomorrow's 20s, right?
20s, yes, 20v20 show.
Oh baby, I mean, is Tazik ready for tomorrow? That's what I want to say. Like.
I don't know, man. I haven't seen him all week. We don't know what's going on with Tazik. He showed up in chat today. He's got all the videos ready. He's got our interviews already up and ready. You can go watch Zizran's video on YouTube right now. We just did that the other day. Already up there and ready for everybody. And we're going to have another interview today with Professor Pew Pew. The one and only Albion Pew Pew.
Awesome. So that'll be good. We've got a few ambassador interviews coming up. You going to be playing with him as well at the same time?
Of course we are. That's how we do it.
That's how you do it. That is how Chosen does it.
Yeah. That way I get to do more depths.
He gets good players, then he makes them play depths with him and carry
Yep, exactly.
Tells them it's an interview.
Lupak, don't ruin this.
Don't give away the strats, you mean? Yeah, sorry, bro.
It is a little quiet out here. Hey, Bogle, you see anything? What happened? Unfortunately, I can't talk and type at the same time, so every time I start typing like a name, my brain just freezes and I can't like keep up basic conversation with Lupak over here. Meanwhile, Grinder is pushing on to another territory. This is their castle that they owned before. Mass is inside. We should get another fight on Henry momentarily.
Yeah, I hear the sound of the OC. There's still 20 minutes on this castle, chosen. There's another blob as well. Only one target. Only one target
back again.
Also arriving. So obviously Massa inside. Level 31 for Henry.
Okay.
As a solo guild is pretty impressive. Mass with 43 inside. Only a 31, right? So we've got around 300 people on the field here. Still no cluster queue quite, even with 3 Zergs and all the rats. It's going to be interesting to see how Mass are going to play this, and also how, obviously what Only are going to do here. Are they going to try and take out Henry and the boys first for a bit of safety? Mass want to come out and play, though. They're not interested in sitting in no Lord Room, chosen. They're going to send
they're going to have to push.
Door. But Henry, he comes back to your door like the Jehovah's Witnesses and starts a knocking. No deaths yet. Good defenses from both sides. Heavy use of the Great Arcane. But this is potentially going to give some time for... Oh, Girth, I've got some rats here. Okay, I thought Girth were here, but it's just the rats who dodged the ZVZ earlier, I guess. Massa now flooding out from all sides. Henry going to go for the kite to the southwest. Still no sign of one target on the field. It's going to be first blood going to EQMS. Henry goes into the meat grinder. They try to return. They get 1 after 6 going against them. Henry with no defensives left. He might be getting banged in this grinder. The double blink goes out, but
Yes.
Well,
yes, he did
well,
great.
He died. Then he died, but the thing is, though, guilds like this, they don't worry about no big clap. They come back and they hit you again, grabbing another couple in the doorway. Gonna go all right. Mass have got some people outside. Polska Garum looking for the flank, but Henry, he wants to get there while EQMS are resetting
rotating
inside.
The
rotation found the bombers on the south. Air compressor on the bombers with the perma. 3 bridles go down. They do manage to actually land.
How many lost in the back there? Another 4 go down for Grinder. Grinder doesn't have the numbers to do this.
No, that was really nice from Polska. I mean, they lost a few of their bridles. The other guys realized they were in a bit of trouble and just tried to send some damage out before they died, and they actually connected. And I think that move caught Grinder off guard. A lot of people stuck on the door for Mass, though. They are clicking frantically. Forced combat mode? Surely not dying to forced combat mode in 2025. But whatever happens, Grinder are grinding down everything on this door. And that's going to be, there's going to be some good damage for both sides. Now, Longfen Marsh, I've no idea who lives here. Doesn't really matter, because the only reason people are here are for a legendary castle. These guys are here for the money, because that will help with all the casualties they're taking.
Show me the money. All right, well done for a Grinder here. It looked like they were on the back foot for part of that, but they came in and once again beat these guys back. Now they got some more mass into the Lord Room.
Happened to one target, by the way. I never actually saw. I don't know if they just decided not to get involved.
Nah, not again. Nah.
I mean, it might be that Henry was just like, "Let me 1v1, bro."
No. I think these guys already got a little bit of that earlier, and they're like, you know what? One set of regears is enough for today.
Clap on the door. Clap on the door is good. 2 go down. Henry doesn't have an answer right now. I don't think that's how they're playing. I don't think they have an answer at these doors, so they are just going to have to take these hits and just hammer away at the doors. Now, obviously, castle doors are quite different to territory doors. They can't be repaired, so eventually they will go down.
They're also paper.
Yeah, they are. And
there's no limit to the number of people you can put on.
You don't have a 3-hitter max. That's the main thing. But these ballistas, they do get annoying after a while, and especially like as your force gets whittled down. Somebody spamming nice XP farm. Lol. Somebody else is saying naughty things in Sage chat. I'm going to ask him not.
Wow.
I'm gonna ask him not to say those things politely.
Yeah, be nice and remove him.
Right, door is down. I like this, by the way. I love that this like crystal beetle or whatever is just sitting in the corner and just giving all the information. His purpose, that health bar is his information timer. Oh, there's one target. I see them. Okay. They might be going for a sandwich here, Chosen. I don't know. I mean, nah. One target. Wait, they're not playing with EQMS, surely.
I don't think so.
Ain't no way.
Nobody plays with EQMS.
I mean, there's my boy Jaden. He's back in business.
Hey, Jaden.
He was with us for a month. He was like, he couldn't get back into EQMS because they were full, and then 2 EQMS guys applied to us. So I was like, there's spaces now.
Was one of them Fran Lee?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
One of them said, "Hey, I've got lots of money from EQMS. Can I join?" No, they didn't. Oh.
And the other was Fran Lee?
Henry hitting the big. He dabbed on these haters there in the choke. I think that was a skibbity toilet, but I'm still not quite sure.
I don't think you're using that right. Yeah.
And now loads more going down to the grinder boys. They're going south.
Wow,
into the
look at that south group just completely destroyed. Center group clumping up too hard. If Henry can get a look at this.
Where's his deeps though? He can't get his deeps on top of it.
His deep is coming in over the western corner. Here it is. Here's the follow-up, and it's deleted.
There's the deeps. What is going on? What is going on in here? It's a wild fight, to be fair. That is a wild old fight. Where's Polska during all this, though, by the way? Surely they should be getting in the back. Take care. Oh, it's a rat. It's a rat. I was like, take care of here. But, like, this is the problem. Like, at least there's a guy called ZVZ Rat in a guild called Cult of the Rat, right? Because I see, like, a TC guy, and I'm like, oh, no, TC are here, but it's a rat. But at least this other guy had the decency.
Yeah.
He had the decency to name himself ZVZ Rat, right? So I don't get all confused. Because I'm not as experienced as Robin, and these things put me off sometimes.
It does it to me too. And Robin's always yelling at me. He goes, "There's only 4 of them there." I'm like, well, they're a ZVZ guild. I saw 4 tags. I thought it would be like, it's not my fault. Only 4 of them came to Rat. You know.
Literally the most triggering thing since on launch, like back in launch phase, there was a Hellgate team, and the healer was called Carrion Caller, and like the tank was called Crossbow. Like, the crossbow was called Hammer. Do you know what I mean? It was just like, oh my god, it was so toxic, Chosen. But right now, oh mate, the grinder boys are mopping this one up. They're going to flip the castle.
Yeah. Well, it was their castle to begin with. They were very mad that Mass had the audacity to try to take this from them. Jaden's going to pay the price. He's the only one left.
I mean, he's done a good job of holding the line for his boys, though, to be fair. But they are... A rat dies in the middle. Good to see. I mean, Mass aren't backing down, by the way. They've got Polska now reinforcing on the east. EQMS on the south. So Henry has got to get this flip ASAP, right? Because that will be a game changer. They need to keep people out the circle and grind them. But I expect to see Mass just do a full send in both directions at once. Like, that is their play now. If this castle flips, it's going to be a problem. Right now, they're just sending people one at a time. Stop the cap and losing them. They're trying to bomb/heal over the wall, but there's only so many people they can commit to this. But as long as they stop this, Chosen, the ballistas are on their side, and that is critical. Okay, the cap is at a quarter. This is important. The cap is at a half. Who's going to be next onto the cap point? There we go. Coming back on.
It's held at just over half.
Henry, you're dying, Henry. Henry, you're dying. Be careful. Ice blocks on Henry, damage on Henry. They fire everything they can. Henry's been kicked into Africa. He doesn't know where he is right now.
3 beams.
Oh, mate, part 3. That's that shot caller privilege, isn't it?
Right. Back in the day, you only got 1 pocket healer. Now you get 3 with beam. Wow.
Get down, Mr. President. The cap is at 3/4. They cannot leave this point.
There's a 4th beam for this man.
If they leave this point right now, it is over, Chosen, right? If this castle flips, it is going to be pandemonium. The ballistas will start hitting the other side. I mean, Henry's still got most of his party alive. Casualties are going both ways. It's literally just like, who is willing to who is willing to die for this, right? There's another clap on the east. Some more EQMS go down. But now, one target coming in from the west. They want to get involved. Oh, no, they didn't want to get involved. They're all dying, Chosen. My goodness. This is Albion Online right here, Chosen.
Is that Rat Company? Like a whole group of Rat Company?
This is what I want to see in the trailers, bro. This is the real shit right now.
I have no idea what's going on. Jaden is down, and they're still holding in the center of the cap here. Mass still getting bodies on cap. They're dying as soon as they get in here, but they're holding.
Here goes the cap.
Done. Yeah, that's it.
Here goes the cap.
That's it.
And now,
one, there it is.
Everybody's trapped in here, bro. Hey, one target and Mass are all inside a hostile castle. Grinder are gonna pick through the bodies. There's a nature guy inside trying to pick through the bodies as well. Man, these rats, they're like brazen, man. They just run right into the middle. Like, yeah, I don't know. Trying to get the scraps and get out.
Look at this floor, dude.
Right, why does the Ab 1K have a smuggler's crate, Chosen? Is it like his pet that he's just bringing around with him? I'm done. I'm done, bro. It's Friday. I've 3 lem sips deep. I've stopped giving a shit, man. I don't know what's going on right now. My guy brought a smuggler's crate. Jaden's dead. It's over. Goldinium's is banned. Best week ever. God damn.
Having a hard time with that, aren't you, Lupac?
Love it, mate. Where am I going to get my drops now?
I'm really concerned about you. You've been very upset about this for a long time, and I don't even know what to do about it. Broken up over it. Broken up. Like hiding it with jokes. But this guy is broken up. It's going to be okay. There's other, pretty active streamers out there you can watch instead.
I know, but I was just about to drop a tier 3 sub on Queen of Premium and she was going to e-day me. Terrible. It's a disaster, Chosen. It's a disaster. Thank God, thank God we've got a real creator coming on the show this afternoon, Albion Pew Pew. Back in the day, he did this 2v2 video back in the day, right? That explained like a load of really weird niche advanced interactions with the mechanics. And it was legit the first time since launch that I'd watched another creator's video and learned some stuff I didn't know. They was so sick, and I referred so many people to that video, and I was like, yeah, this guy knows how to dissect the mechanics, man. So I love that guy. I raided him the other day, actually. But yeah, he's going to be on later doing some depths with Chosen. You get to pick his brains. Now, he's someone that was on... I mean, he went way back to the NA server as well. He's been playing forever.
So I'm laughing over here because, people will send us messages during shows all the time, Lupac. They're always
Lupac is the best caster ever.
No. Well, you know how a couple of weeks ago when we were playing the depths, I was able to... Robin Hooders and I and Bogle were able to kill Derek and his team in the depths, right?
Yeah. Oh, mate. Yeah.
There was a little clip made of that, and we've been talking about that occasionally. We were talking about, one of the great things about Albion is that, back in the day, it was one server, and you could say anybody in the world of Albion, you could kill them and take their stuff. And it was literally, you could kill the king of Albion and take his stuff, and you could have a real impact in the world of Albion. And I always used Derek as an example, and I told the audience this. People have started sending me screenshots of when they kill Derek.
Just everyone. I mean, the thing is Derek is solo XPing in depths all the time, so people are killing him all the time now.
All the time, and they're like, somebody's got an infernal memento from killing him. They're like, hey, look what I got.
Nice.
I'm gonna place that somewhere nice. Yes, you've got a statue of killing the king of Albion, Zavik. Congratulations.
Man, it's a shame those actually weren't always in the game, right? Because imagine a day 1 ZVZ memento of killing Mojo or something. Do you know what I mean? Or a Syndic or even a guy on the first Command Mammoth kill, something like that. All those epic moments that could have been a memento would have been so cool.
Oh, Zavik's actually in chat right now, and he says, hey, do you like my trophy of killing Derek? Yeah, yep, we're talking about it right now. You'll hear about this in 15 minutes. And then you'll realize that 15 minutes ago, you were talking about this. It's a full circle. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I think it's great. And yeah, it would have been nice to have like day one trophies. Like if it said which day, you know, like how far into Albion this event occurred, like what day. That'd be kind of neat.
Oh man. Just like, can you trade Derek trophies for premium codes now?
Well, I mean, it's only worth something if you're the one who killed him, right?
True.
Do you really want one that says so? I mean, there might be some that are valuable. Like if you could get like a King Mojo killed Derek trophy, that would have been worth something. You know, you could have sold that one on the black market.
Gonna go no Derek now, no jump scare now, just for the memes. Now
Poor
you've got it
dude.
in my head.
Poor dude. He doesn't need it. He doesn't need it. The poor guy. He's gone through enough. Died to Bogle enough. It doesn't get worse than that. But we are rounding down the shows.
Next to Derek said haggis and then disappeared again.
Great. He's good.
Okay, that's fine.
I hope this doesn't count as GM abuse. I don't even know anymore.
I mean, you know, like when someone's like, aliens stole my homework, right? Who's going to believe a Reddit post that says a GM popped up next to me, said haggis, and then disappeared?
Well, he's got the screenshot of it, you know?
He wasn't quick.
The screenshot stays there. It's in safe chat. Okay.
True.
It's not like it goes away.
He deserves it for solo in depth. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, it's terrible. That's what I said. I like accidentally landed on him the other day, and he was down to some mobs in the depths, and I was like, this is pathetic. And I was like, I wouldn't say this to anybody else, but really, this is what you're down to? This is what you're doing with yourself here? Soloing PvE in the depths?
It's not. But it's literally it's the XP, bro.
It's so good. Everything is good. I mean,
like you can't, like, I hate it, but you can't.
It's not his fault. It's not. Nope. It's the devs got to do something about it. They got to make it so that it's
but
not that way. I don't care how they do it, just not that way.
We can see if they're doing anything about it in the new patch notes, which I'm sure we're going to be discussing soon.
We will be discussing, and no. So we can go talk about those in like a couple minutes. We'll just be right back for you guys. It'll be about 15 minutes for us as the delay catches up to reality. We're going to run a couple of ads so you don't have to see them during the next show. And then we will be back with another hour of an AOTV daily show. Lupac and myself will be talking all things Albion Online. And, of course, Bogle in the background.
Premium giveaways. Don't forget those premium giveaways for our premium viewers. No.
And do you know what we'll be doing after that, Lupac?
Professor Pew Pew.
Yes, sir.
Skin giveaway, epic skin giveaways. Banter,
Absolutely.
depth, fun. I mean, I won't be here for that, but I'll work
He's
on
good.
my phone.
He's good at the game. I'm looking forward to get carried again. I've been having to play with like
Whoa.
Still no wins. Still no wins. I'm just.
Nah, me and Bogle and Mel got a win though, didn't we? I think.
Doesn't count. Does count.
No, we did get a win.
No, you escaped using my corpse.
Well, me and Bogle got a win.
Doesn't count as a win.
It does count, doesn't it, Bogle?
I don't feel like we won. I don't feel like we won. I don't know. You guys can call it a win all you want.
Me and Bogle traded you, and I think we got 4 million silver.
It was ridiculous. I was worth so much.
We were more than happy with that. We were more than happy with that. It was epic. But listen, keep it locked on Albion TV. We got much more coming.
It was
tonight.
literally an epic chest. Yes.
Fun, laughs, and premium giveaways. So we'll be back in just a few minutes after these ads. See you shortly.
Welcome to Albion TV presents the AO Daily Show, your source of real news in an unreal world. Keeping you up to date on the latest news, events, and the great community of Albion Online. Today is Friday, the 8th of August, 2025. I am your host, the Chosen One. I am joined today by Lupac and Bogle for one hell of a daily show. We've got lots to go over. We've got patch notes, we've got drama, we've got content, we've got events that have ended. We got all sorts of things to talk about, Lupac. But before we get into all that, how are you guys doing? How's things?
I don't know, filling in for Robin Hood RS because he's ill, right?
Yep.
But I am also ill, Chosen. Right? Like I have a stinking cold, but luckily EU War Report was so goddamn hype, right? That, you know, I'm pumped. I'm pumped. There's new patch notes though that I'm not too pumped about because they're gonna directly affect me, Chosen, as both a commentator on the wonderful game of Albion Online and a player. I'm getting screwed by the new patch notes, which we're going to talk about today. But luckily, I've got the soothing and dulcet tones of Bogle here to cheer me up. Bogle, you good?
I didn't plan on singing or anything. Like what?
Can we get a ding? No, I don't. I just need to hear your voice, bro. You just relax, like
ding ding dong,
like
just for old time's sake.
You're just like this relaxing voice that I just associate with, like, when I hear your voice, I know that things are going to be handled professionally, no matter how much me and Chosen cock it up and go off the rails, right? I know that like you'll reel us in with gifts in Discord if need be.
That's all your own thing, bro. That's all you.
Yeah, you know, like you just keep us. We like to skirt close to the line, Chosen and I, on occasion, but you keep us.
If you guys go off the rails, I'll be there on the side to take the pictures.
You'll be there waiting to take our jobs. They took our jobs, Chosen.
No pictures. I said
unbelievable.
I'm really not looking forward to the day when AI does half of our jobs for us, and then we're just left with nothing.
Nah, there's no way.
You guys don't want to live forever? No, really. Like this way, we can have the AO Daily
like
Show
Walt Disney, like in a jar.
No, they just sample your voice, and then you will do Albion Online.
Yeah, but that's not me living forever. That's my voice.
Yeah, I mean,
that's different, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I've seen Waterworld. It gets pretty close. Oh,
copy it pretty close. You mean what? Westworld?
Yeah, that's the one. Waterworld's the other one, isn't it? The one where the world is all wet.
It's the film from the 90s, bro. Whoa. Bogle, this guy's so old. He's not like us, is he? Skibbity toilet, my Rizzler.
Nope, I'm not like you, Lupac. Nope, definitely not. Same age, but definitely not the same.
Oh my god. Yeah, we are about the same age, to be fair. Hey, it's my birthday in a few weeks. Yeah.
Oh, then we're even closer. Congratulations.
I know.
You know, Lupac, as the years go up, we just get closer in age, even though the year like number stays the same. But like really,
percentage.
It's just we're closer to the same age. Yeah, it's getting pretty close here now. You know,
no,
a lot of decades, a lot of decades. Whole decade with Albion, actually, pretty cool.
Nearly, it's coming up to. There better be like something mad impressive for the 10-year, by the way. Like 10 years as a live service MMO that is actually getting updates is pretty pog. Because like I play plenty of games that are like, oh, we're still switched on 10 years later. And it's like, okay, but there's been no meaningful content for 5 years, right? We've still got like an update cycle. That's good. Like the game is actively growing. The Crucible was unbelievable.
I gotta say, it's wild that the best update, Lupac, the best update for this game is the most recent one, and it came out 8 years after the game was launched.
I mean, you reckon that's the best update ever?
I think it's the most well received by the players. So I think that like there were ones that were more impactful, and there may have been ones that for one reason or another were better for the developers, right? But from the player perspective, as the update that came out that had the highest percentage of players playing it and enjoying it at a high level with very, very few complaints across the board, I feel like it's this one. I can't think of one that was more well received. Queen was a bigger one, more impactful by far, right? But the response leading up to it and afterwards was very mixed. People were very upset that they lost the way they played.
This is the thing, isn't it? Like, people. The thing is like when you get an update like this one, Chosen, it's not a change, right? It's a new thing. There's some cool changes. Everything is generally like positive. But like you say, when something shakes up the status quo, you're right. You do always get that pushback, don't you? Like people are like, oh yeah, but remember, like I still get it now. People are like, oh, remember GVGs. And I was like, okay, objectively, I was a GVG player, right? I got to enjoy that content every day, engage with it, have fun, whatever. And I couldn't say that it was bad for the overall health of the game, even as someone who enjoyed it and benefited from it primarily, right? Like,
Yeah.
And I can still look back. Whereas like the old GVGs, they can't let go, man, because they miss when they were the most important thing.
They
you know
were
what I mean?
literally the most important people in the world. You know, we were talking
Yeah.
about Derek before. He was the king of Albion. He ruled all of Mercia. But underneath him, there were, I would say there were about 25 people who had an outsized role in the evolution of the game, not like from a gameplay perspective of what came next in the game, but what happened on a day-to-day basis of who owned what and where the wealth of the game was spread. And that was too few people to decide where the massive bulk of wealth in the game went to. There was just the ability of a few people to do huge things in a game, which wasn't healthy for the game. And I'm going to say this is more important. It wasn't healthy for them, both from a psychological perspective
crazy.
or from like a health perspective, because they were, their egos were inflated in a way that's probably not healthy to have for a young person just out of nowhere, having huge amounts of power and responsibility. Even though they're basically ethereal and not real, they're just in a video game. The effect was just as real. The dopamine and the ultimate power corrupts ultimately, and in their world, they were very powerful. So
and you listen to how some of them talked, right? You listen to how some of them talked to other people, talked to members, and like as a grown adult back then, you were like, man, there is no other situation. There is no other situation on planet Earth where this person would be able to talk to anyone like that.
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
Like,
but within this tiny little sphere of our niche PvP MMO, like the thing is though, now the game has grown so much that those people can't be like that because there's so many guilds and there's so much choice, right? If someone was just an absolute ass, then just everybody's just like, you know, even the worst people had to rein it in.
You had to. Well, that's the thing, is like you had to deal with people who were. We'll use the just the line. You know, they were touched. You know, they're just very special people. You know, who did very special things, and they did some very special behaviors. It was wild out there. Bogle's telling me things. You old farts, stop talking about GVGs and Derek again. Like the Zoomers don't care about this. Pay attention to the kids who've been born in the last 15 years. Bogle, come on.
Wow, Bogle
it's not about the kids.
He said, Bogle said, get back on topic, skibbity toilet, or I'm going to dab on you. I don't even know what that means, Bogle.
Stuff's happening in Albion, and you guys are living in 2015, man.
I think we're trying to talk about like patches and how like the different things have affected it. Because I think that it's important for players to understand that there was a time where a few people had a massive effect on the economy and the politics of Albion. That's what I'm trying to get to. Not necessarily the individuals, but the effect that that style of game had on Albion. And then Queen changed it to ZVZs, where it still was focused on a few people who now, instead of having the ability to hit 6 buttons very well, actually had to be the people who could lead thousands of people at a time.
Now,
Those people then
they
became the big.
now had the ability to count down from 5 and say a direction.
Right. Like if you can count down from 5 and say a direction, that means you're much more suited to having massive amounts of power than somebody who can hit Q very fast. I'm just thinking, like think between like Fred and Sorab. Like those are the two people we have there. Just to give it to you, Lupak, and make it a joke for you specifically, so you can just think about the difference between those two people and how their skills equated to power in politics.
Okay, but like, I mean, I don't think anything's changed, right? The systems have changed, but even today, it all comes down to the person or people or group that are willing to put in that extra level of time and effort above everybody else, right?
Yes.
They're willing
100%.
to work the hardest on their guild, mass the most people, grind the biggest economy so they got the best gears, manage their renters so they got an income. Nothing has changed from GVGs to today. Even now, that is still the same. And, it is, you do just have to be absolutely dedicated to it to rise to the absolute top. Because the second you drop off, like we saw with Worldwide, Jack went like semi-inactive due to burnout, right?
Right.
And you just see that immediate drop off, right? Everything changes and it happens pretty rapid, right? Like, it's like it's almost overnight. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. Yes. It's wild how quickly these things. It's the same.
The second you're not putting in that effort, somebody else will.
So I think it's a little different. So
made.
I think it's a little different though, because I wanted to talk about the effort that was involved in both. So in the current time frame, yes, it involves a lot of effort. Basically, you have no vacation days, right? Yeah, like you have to log in every day and you have to be involved for 8 to 12 hours a day, right? As a high-end ZVZ shot caller or as a guild leader, you're going to be involved for several hours a day. The difference is in the time is that I still think you can do that in a way that is not necessarily healthy, but not detrimental to your health. Whereas if you were participating in the 5v5 scene back in the day, and you are participating in all the timers like a lot of those 25 people were doing, they were sleeping for 2 hours at a time and then waking up and prepping for the next 5v5 match and then sleeping for 2 hours at a time and prepping for the next 5v5 match and then sleeping for 2 hours at a time and prepping for the next 5v5 match. And that was their life for 6 months straight. And what that did to these people and their health was bad. And I didn't like being associated with that as somebody who promoted that aspect of the game. And I wanted that to not be encouraged in any way as somebody who wants this game to succeed and the most important people to feel like they're important. I want them to be able to live lives and then be a leader, not being forced to do something that is near torture, not because the game is forcing them to, but because their own mentality tells them to do it, right? Like they think in order to be the best, they have to do this thing and they're going to do it because that's what players will do.
Okay, but counterpoint, right? They didn't have to do all those GVGs if they were just happy. Like, if you were a guild that's happy to have your 4 zones right now, right? So, for example, right? If me and my guild want to own like 3-4 zones and we pick one with one single time slot and we don't try and extend over what we can control, then we only have to mass up that one time. Yeah, we have to be organized. These GVGs wanted to conquer everything, right? Which is why they had to play all those multiple timers. If they were just happy and content with what they had and were happy with a little area, they wouldn't have had to do that. That was purely out of choice, bro. That was like, that was just pure greed.
Yeah, but that's the thing is, Lupak, you're looking at one of the biggest motivators, like several of the biggest motivators for getting people to do things are all involved in this one activity, right? So you have personal reward, right? So you have the gain of the rewards themselves in game that makes you feel good from dopamine. Then you have the rewards from the responsibility that you have, the responsibility of being able to be the one that other people look up to do a job that they can't do. You have to go in and do it. So you have all this pressure from your peers to do this task. So you're going to do whatever it takes so that you can accomplish that task. And then it gives you recognition as one of the fewest people in this this small pond, right? It's a small pond, but you're the biggest fucking fish. There's nobody else who can do what you do. If you're one of the 5 guys on your team, your 5 guys think that there's nobody better, even if there is somebody better. So you think you're the biggest fucking fish. You think you throw the best ice shards in the game. You have the best clump and separator in the game. Your guy does the best fucking cartwheel, right? Your healer's the best healer. So that adds something. The 3 biggest things that you can get to get somebody to do a task: personal rewards,
Yeah.
responsibility, and recognition, were all formed into one thing that was in itself a toxic time loop, like what it caused a person to do for the game. It was just wild. But that was really interesting at the time. And the queen change stopped that. Because like then when you had those guys who had to show up for their timers, right? Even in the worst of our daily loop and the worst timers, people didn't have to be there for 24 hours anymore. They only had to be there for 16 hours.
And like when you had that core 5 as well, if one guy went on holiday for a week, you just lost all your territories, right? Because it just getting new GVGers just wasn't easy because it was such a, I don't say like toxic system, but it was such a clique, right? You weren't gonna risk your Gucci sets on an unproven guy.
It was so hard to break into 5s. There was no way to practice 5s for the new teams to go in. Like, so you would think that like the way the game went was that there were territories, and 5v5 matches determined who owned those territories. So the prime territories were supposed to be the best teams fighting for them once or twice a day. That was the goal. And then the outer rings and the outer territories were supposed to be for the other teams to fight and learn and play and grow with. That is not at all what happened. The 5 best teams in the game, maybe I would say up to 8 at one point when we had a lot of teams really competing, controlled huge swaths of territory.
There was like a best team for each continent, right? And it was just like, if you wanted to own stuff in one of those continents, eventually you were they were like the final bosses of each continent, right?
So it wasn't. I wouldn't say it was just one, but so you had 3 teams on Mercia that could compete. You had 3 teams on Cumbria that could compete, and upwards of 5 that could compete on Anglia at times, right?
Yeah,
so
but
depending on where you were in the history.
Yeah, over time, one always rose to the top.
Yeah.
Though,
Oh, so there was always like, so you had your prime ones. You had your Derek and Mojo one to start, which was replaced by the Derek and Cargera, which was replaced by the Derek and Syndic, which was not Derek, Cargera and Syndic, which one was then replaced by Syndic and
do you remember the Varja team, Parja 666,
Parja,
all those guys,
so
the
like,
Polish team.
It was, we had like one team that evolved that was the team for, I want to say it was like the first 2 years of Albion. They controlled Mercia, right? It was under the same banner. It first started as Oops under Derek and Money Guild, and then it evolved to be underneath PoE and Syndic, which was really just an extension of that same group. But that happened after the fall of Mercia. Like Derek, I think, held Mercia for the entire extent that existed, other than that one northern corner, which fell to the 1PG group and Familia.
Yeah, it was crazy, right? And near that was like the last stand of Mercia. Like nowadays, so the problem that we had back then, all those issues, like when we look at modern Albion, that problem has essentially solved itself just by us having way more players, right? There's too many players, too many guilds, too many alliances now. And now I'm speaking just for EU because that's where I currently sort of understand. But no one can ever control anything, like everything in EU, because there's too many people. There's too many like pawns on the board, so to speak. Like it's not as manageable. Like, but back then when we, so at one point I think we probably hit like 2-3k CCU, right? And you could actually monopolize everything. Now, like eventually people are going to be like, no, fuck this, right? If you try and do too much, and you literally can't spread your forces that thin because the average size of force is just bigger, right?
Right. But I also think that I think that it's led to a different kind of, like you were talking about it before, that people were excluded from the content, right?
Yeah.
I think there's a different way that it's now excluded. It's just different. The way that it's
I
done.
don't think so. I think like if people are excluded now, it's due to guild attitudes, right? I mean,
Well, yeah,
I
yes, no,
think,
that's what I'm. Yeah, it's not like it's not from the elitist attitudes of 5v5 players, saying I don't want you to participate. It's now a different thing. There's different things that prevent newer teams from getting involved in certain activities. So you have guilds that control things for political and
yeah,
economic reasons, which don't allow other people in, not because of the competition that it is, like at the um for territories or resources, but more because they're like, oh, I can just limit their access to this content by being bigger and stronger than them, and I can charge them just to have access to this content, whether that's world bosses or mammoths or high-end point 4 resources or territories, whatever, fame farms.
but yeah,
We've
no,
seen
no one's
different guilds
selling access.
take control of everything.
No one's selling access to point fours or mammoths. They keep that shit for themselves because it's like
But they, yeah,
super valued.
they control it, right? Like, and they will
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah,
sell
yeah,
you
yeah.
mammoths. You will get a mammoth if you pay for it. So you can
Yeah.
get a mammoth if you pay for it. You can get point 4 resources if you pay for them. But you're not going to be able to just walk over and get them usually, unless you get super lucky with a point 4. You're not getting super lucky with a mammoth because that shit is on lockdown.
Right, but also I've come to discover in these past weeks that it is literally a numbers game, right?
Mhm.
Because if I focus on actually recruiting an exclusivity, right, and I can get myself, 60 people that can mass up at 2 o'clock, then actually the big guys can only come with 20 people for the point 4, and I get it, right? Or my guys get it
Yeah.
because, literally because that.
No, we've seen that.
Like,
There's occasional, like, numbers are important.
it is a numbers game. If you can recruit good and you're willing to invest in newer people, you can do a lot. Actually, you can do a lot. Now, again, I kind of speak from a position of privilege because we had a lot of recognizable Albion names and a very big Twitch name aiding our recruitment, right? So we probably had access to a lot more recruits than the average guild. But there's plenty of people that want to get into ZVZ and want a guild that will teach them the ropes. Whereas everybody, like you said about this whole gatekeeping and exclusivity thing, there's far too many people that are like, oh no, we only want experienced ZVZers because we can't be asked to train up new people. And then they complain that they only have 100 in their guild and they only mass 30. Do you know what I mean? You can't
Right.
have both because the experienced ZVZers will want to go to the best guilds, usually, right? The hype guild, whatever, or a super active guild. So the medium guilds have to be prepared to train the next tier of ZVZers, the next generation. Otherwise, they end up just whittling and folding to the big boys. This is the thing.
Well, what we see is a lot of times, like, and it's that as the players do funnel out, a lot of the good ones end up moving more and more into some like alpha prime guilds that can secure season victories very easily. And unfortunately, what ends up happening is those very, very good players stop playing the game all the time
Mm,
and start CTAing. And once you stop
yeah.
playing and stop being part of a community and start doing the game just as work, yes, you get that responsibility that brings you back to the game, but you stop getting rewarded. Like, you stop feeling the rewards of playing. Yes, you might get some nice trinkets here and there, but it doesn't feel the same. There's something much different about enjoying the outcome of a battle and enjoying the participation in the battle and having a positive outcome than just having to go through the motions every single day. It gets boring real quick. I see it with some of the people I play with every day is that, like even the Jason EQMS, he's onto another server once again because you start doing CTAs every day, it can get boring really quick.
I
And
love
Robin Hood
I love
RS,
my
the guy's a
CTAs, bro.
CTA enjoyer, bored.
Bro, I love my CTAs, right? But it's like I couldn't play the game just for CTAs, right?
Oh
Like
no, no.
to me, they're just a part of my daily activities while I play the game, right? They're like a cool politics / conquest part of the game that I am playing, and I think it's very important in a guild's lifespan that you don't you got to like watch that transition from like active guild to CTA logging guild, right? Because it's like, I hear you when you're like, hey, we massed like 100, it's awesome. And then you log in at any other time and there's 5 people online. 3 of them are doing re-gears, 1 guy's doing logistics, and you're like, anyone want to do anything? And they're like, fuck no. There's no CTA. We're not doing
I'm going to
shit.
explain to these guys what a CTA is because there's a bunch of new players in chat who don't actually play at the end game level. So a CTA or a call to arms is when your guild says at this timer, we're doing this event, you have to come for this event. You don't need to be there after the event. You don't need to be there before the event. We're doing the event. But if you're in the goddamn guild, you're showing up for this event. It's a CTA. They are required. Like, so if somebody's in a
It's
CTA
usually
guild,
conquest based.
yeah, so it's usually like you'll have like several CTA timers, and these are based around the timers in the game that are the conquest timers. So like if you're on the EU, for example, you have like 16, 18, and 20. Those are your prime time windows where you have to go and be there for the 3 different battles. And if you're in one of those end game guilds, you have to be there for those 3 battles. Now, you don't have to be there the rest of the day, and there might not even be guild activities the rest of the day. But that particular battle, you are required to be in there. And if you don't show up to a certain number a week, they will cut you out of the guild.
Because it's their main activity, right? That's
Yeah.
like what, that's what they're built around, which is understandable. But I don't want to be in a guild that like that's all they do, right?
Right. You got to have one that has a community and they do stuff between. Now, like during my top times in a CTA guild, we weren't just a CTA guild. We were a guild that did activities for about a 5-hour block. And anybody who came on during that 5 hours would be able to engage in activities. But if you were on during 2 of the prime time windows where they were doing things, everybody who was on had to attend this event. And that was kind of fun because you'd go and you'd do some like PvE and you'd get a warning saying in 45 minutes we need to be on the island. Then you get a warning 15 minutes we need to be on the island. We'd be 5 minutes late to the island. Everybody would get into their little groups. Then we'd run 35 zones to stand around for 5 minutes and then run 35 zones back. And then we would go do some other content.
Everybody G-kicked if you're late. That's standard thing.
Oh, we would do ring around the rosy where you get like everybody sit in a circle, right? And then like one person goes around duck, duck, goose, actually. Yeah. So then one person would run around the outside and then they would kick somebody from the guild and then we'd all kill that guy and take their stuff. That's how you deal with spies.
The classic spy. Yeah.
Anybody who complains about it, that guy's a spy too.
CTA is call to arms.
Only Sangi, can you do me a favor and reword that without an accusation to somebody in particular or a different group in particular? If you want to talk about the topic, we can do that, but we can't accuse anybody.
Of what? You mean?
No, like RMP or breaking certain rules. We don't
Right.
specific people about it. So we could talk about the topic. Like, so they want to know about like if top end guilds are involved in shenanigans like RMT and what that's like, because you see a lot of guilds at the high end of like CTAs and like Mammoth ownership and other things very involved in silver making, and there's a lot of talk of those guilds that are very involved in silver making and like rental and stuff to be involved in RMT. I will say this, what we've seen as an evolution from what I see is more along the lines of bots and low-level farming activities that seem to be involved in that kind of stuff than high-level stuff where an individual or group of individuals could lose a lot of resources by getting caught. So if you have to build an empire in order to make your silver, you lose an empire and your tools for gaining money by having something break in game, like 1 or 2 people get banned. That's not a good business plan. So you don't see as much of that. You see a lot more of the the crappy little bots and stuff like that that everybody reports and we all talk about, and we hear lists and lists of people getting banned for dumb activities and making, money on the edge, what are the cheap things you can do in mass to make money rather than the time intensive, labor intensive, player intensive activities that do end up making silver. That's what I would say.
The people said, "Oh, it sounds rubbish, whatever." I think like the way to do it in a healthy guild, honestly, is to be focused around one timer, right? So there's just one daily mass. The rest of everyone's playtime is up to them, and that way you'll build a culture of massing at the timer, but also people don't like Zavok was saying. He remembers like he didn't actually have time to play the game because it was just like CTA, right? You've got to strike that balance. You've got to stick to one time zone. And people say like, oh, it sounds horrible, but actually it's like super hype. Like fighting with all your guild, with a good caller, trying to conquer territory and like keep your guild's home alive, things like that. It is super fun. But when when guilds go too far and it just becomes all they do and all that matters, that leads to burnout. Like as Chosen said, like there's definitely a balance that has to be struck, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It's hard to find that balance. You want to allow for the activity, but you don't want it to become too rampant, right? Like you don't want it to become the focus. And we're seeing a lot of people who are currently fixated on the RMT situation and the different people who've run across it and how it happens. In my experience with SBI, they do their best to get the right people. And if somebody gets caught for one of these things, they usually have done it. I've gotten a lot of messages that say, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I only did this.
Yeah.
And that thing that they did is absolutely breaking the rules. And I get them a lot. Now, when somebody does get a false flag, a false contact, a false positive, we see that happen. But if that person contacts supports and gives them their evidence, more often than not, after a couple of days, everything is sorted. And I have seen it before, but usually there's a reason for the flag. And that person goes, I need to change my activities because I didn't know about X, Y, and Z. It's not generally just you get caught up without doing anything.
No, it's usually like, and then you see the Reddit post of like, oh, it was my cousin that goes to another school. They did it. So, do you know what I mean? Like,
so it was the other way they broke. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So fun story actually, right? Because a lot of people talk about RMT, right? And Sun was a pretty rich guild back in the day. Lots of money coming in. There was the whole T-Angel thing. There was the Mammoth. The reason the Mammoths cost what they do now is because of the activities back then. But there was a few members of Sun that I've gamed with for like 20 years plus, like way back in the day, older guys, professional guys. And they did the opposite thing, Chosen, right? They bought money via RMT. In every game we played, Darkfall Online, Mortal Online, whatever game we played, they bought because they were quite high earners IRL.
Mm-hmm.
They bought off like private sites, ones that you won't find on Google, like invite only. The prices are higher, but the added security. Albion was the first game these guys got banned in, and they got banned in the first month of the game because like Sun has been out in 24 years. They start new games. These guys just did their usual thing of buying currency.
Yep.
And they said, they didn't argue it. They were like,
oh, yeah, they got caught.
They were like, I got caught fair and square, but they said this is the first game that has ever got us and that quick. So I was like, okay, and over the years, the problem is enemies just use the whole RMT thing as the generic insult.
Propaganda. It's propaganda.
They weaken
90% of the time.
They weaken the awareness of the actual problem because they just chat shit so much about it, right? Of course it happens. It happens in every single MMO. And that's why there's tons of ban waves. You see the recent post. This is part of the daily news that we cover here. An absolute ton of accounts were banned between June and August. Like tons of not just RMT accounts, bot accounts, stuff like that. It's an ongoing war for any MMO developer, right?
It's a
And
constant battle of both
it
technology
never ends.
and
It will never end in
manpower.
any game.
Like it's always a one step up, the other one does the next step up, and then the next step up.
I mean, people buy currency in PoE shows, and that's a single player game, essentially. People, people are emptying it, bro. It's like, it will never stop. But
I've seen people cheat at single player games, or what I consider a single player game with like multiplayer access, several times, and it's even at the highest levels. Like people with the most money, I'm not going to name names, cheating to look good at video games. Ridiculous. I mean, how insecure? Just
oh yeah,
just try to get better.
wow,
Like just try to get better.
imagine.
Just try to get better. Play a little bit more. Have fun. Play level 1 of the game, right? Like,
There
is
is
that
no
bad?
fun, only
Like-
win.
Ugh.
Oh god. The Elon Musk, mate. Like it was.
I didn't say it. I would never accuse
right,
that
but
guy
someone
of
went
anything.
Someone literally wanted to buy an item off him, right? In game, in the trade.
Mhm.
And he responded in
know how.
Korean. No, he responded in Korean, bro. Because the guy playing the account was Korean.
I thought Elon Musk just spoke Korean. I work with a couple guys who speak Korean.
Imagine being like so weak that you have to you can't even not be the best at a video game. Honestly.
I just want to say that the opinions expressed on this channel are not necessarily the opinions of
they're
of
Bogles.
our
They're all
host.
Bogles'
They're all
opinions.
Bogle's opinions.
What?
Yeah, they're definitely yeah, it's just Bogle.
Shut up, Bogle.
Dude.
Skibbity toilet. Skibbity toilet, Bogle. Dab on them.
Yeah, we've gone off the rails a little bit here. Welcome to Professor
Friday.
Pew Pew and the viewers from his channel. We will be interviewing him shortly as we dive into the antiquarian's depths here, or the abyssal depths in the antiquarian's den.
Someone find me that Pew Pew Hellgate video from back in the day, bro. Like I still, that was a moment for me, bro. I'm telling you. Like, because you guys know how nerdy I am about the mechanics, right?
You're pretty nerdy, yeah.
And that was like a banger video, and it was like one of the only times that like I've learned something about the mechanics from someone else's video rather than being nerdy myself.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Pew Pew might remember though. It was like he did a thing. I think it was like an in-depth thing about all the invincibility and reflect mechanics and how they interact in Hellgates and stuff. And it was just like right on my street because I love shit like that. We don't have rails. The Daily Show does not have rails. That's for sure. Absolutely. But yeah, I mean, you guys kind of just expect people to carry I feel kind of bad, right?
It's not like
I know, yeah, it's super outdated.
What
it's
happened.
super outdated, Pew, but I remember it. Like I remember it, Real recognize real. That's what I'm saying. They go in depth, right? So I also think after this season, we need to branch out the PvP show a little bit.
You've been saying this. You keep saying we need to do other ones,
well,
but
I mean, Bogle would love to do Corrupteds with coaching because he needs to get those journals anyway, right, Bogle?
Sure.
So you'd be down for that, right? I
this
think
season is depths time. I don't mind.
Yeah, no. I agree with this season. Everybody wants to play depths. Depths is cool. Depths is Debs is the sexy new girl at school, and she's all the talk of everybody, right? But what about the known and loved Hellgates and corrupted dungeons and all the old favorites, right? Remember when that was all we had? They were always there for us, not the new sexy Depths. Hellgates have always been there for us, guys, since day one. Why don't we show them some love? Man, I tell you what, the amount of chat about premium price though, in my stream, in every stream on East, these guys are suffering. We had a good discussion about it yesterday. Bogle sort of gave his economy analyst perspective on cause and effect in these things, but
oh boy,
it's that time of the month.
What's the best build for solo?
No, the best ice build for solo
Oh, best ice build for solo?
Yeah, you've just like literally just got to deport anyone that you see, right? Like no questions asked. Always wear a mask. Isn't that how it goes now? You mean Frost Mage? He means Frost Mage, I think. Sorry, my bad. No, different ice. My bad. My bad.
Hey, at least you can't get deported for saying that.
At least I'm going because I'm Brexit, mate. Brexit
You already left.
immunity.
Yeah, you guys are over there. You already left. What are you talking about? You've already left the UK. You Brexited.
I didn't leave the UK. We left the EU. Unfortunately, I was against that, by the way, Bogle. Just I want you to know this. On
Which Ireland is the one that is part of the UK, and which one's not? I can't get those two straight.
Northern Ireland, where I live.
Right.
Northern Ireland, where I live, like, is part of the UK. Southern Ireland, where I don't live, which is a different country.
Which one's
not
Ireland?
Part of the UK. I know. No, aren't you a Brit? Be careful. Listen, I know about the
which
UK.
one? Okay, if one half is southern, one part is northern.
Island.
Now one part of it's going to be called Ireland. The other one part is Britain.
Yeah, so you have Ireland and Northern Ireland. So Great Britain, right, is Northern Ireland, England, Wales. The United Kingdom includes Scotland. I think this is right.
They don't like that either, do they?
No, but they had a chat. They voted on it, and Derek said stay, so we stay. They stayed.
Oh, they'll listen to Derek.
Derek was the deciding vote on that. We don't call it Southern Ireland; they just call it Ireland, of course, right? But yeah, but now we have this weird like online censorship stuff. It's terrible. Like age verification in the UK. Like Bogle sent me feet pics the other day, and I had to take a selfie to look at them. Right. I had to eat a verification fried breakfast as well to prove that I was truly British.
One of the guys in chat wants to know which one Shrek is from.
Huh?
Yeah, which one's Shrek from?
I don't know. Is he? He's Scottish, isn't he? Shrek has like a Scottish accent.
Okay.
But listen, say what you want, right? Say what you want.
I hear he's from New Zealand. New Zealand is what they're saying now.
You say that, you say that the empire's gone and we don't move politically. We were able to send James Corden to America and they thanked us for it. Like, I'm sorry, but like, we still got the moves, man. Get rid of James Corden and they're grateful. Happy days.
Didn't we send him back?
Nah, you tried. We weren't having it.
Palestinian Trek. Oh. Welcome
James
to the channel. No. One of our viewers. Feel like
Fridays are just different here on the channel, you know? Maybe it's just Robin's off and it just goes crazy. They're like, please come back, Robin. I think like in isolation, Chosen and I are both fine with somebody else. When it's both of us and it's a Friday though, Bogle, you know, it's not the one, is it?
Should have called this one. Q&A
it's Jaeger bombs all over. It's Jaeger
bombs all over. We told stories. This was like a Albion histories. This was Albion history.
Yeah, Bogle. Most of the chat, back us up. Most of the stories were Albion related, right?
They were mostly Albion related.
Mostly Albion. There was a little bit of Brexit.
One or two. Yeah.
James
I just need to know where Ireland's from.
I mean, it's an island separated into two countries. You know.
But is it really?
Yeah. Yes, and like if you go to Northern Ireland and get that wrong, they take that quite seriously.
I know they're separated into, but if the northern part is part of another country, is that it's not really?
No, because no, it's not part. So the United Kingdom is not a country. Great Britain is not a country. They are a collection of countries. England is a country.
No, that's like saying that New York is a country and Texas is a country.
No, those are states, bro.
Yeah, you guys get local representation at the old parliament, right?
Mate, I hope you. I come to Northern Ireland and say that, mate.
I'm just enjoying chat, getting fired up.
Texas
is not in the UN. They're not in the UN anymore.
Texas was ever in the UN? What?
Yeah, England is in the UN. The UK is in the UN. That's right. See, he's right. England is a state. He's right. That's how you can tell. Tenwit is correct. UK is in the UN.
Keep it Albion.
All
Keep
the
it
things
Albion.
underneath that
Avoid
are states. You guys are the equivalent of states. That's what you
the
got.
rules. The rules are for chat. The rules are for chat. Apparently, not for us. Shows is going off on us today. You know.
I'm just having fun. I'm just having fun.
Oh man, the UK's in tatters. You're lucky. The Queen would be knocking on your door tomorrow if she was still about chosen. She wouldn't have stood for this. Prince Charles, I don't think he knows what's going on. But, you know,
he's not standing for nothing.
You know, he's chilling. Anyway, can you show me how to get to the Black Zone? You can use the Realm Portal, but listen, if you're a lone player and you want to go to the Black Zone, you need to become acquainted with your good friend, the Safe Portal. Mel and I did a show earlier all about learning to use the Safe Portal to extract value. And it was great because I was bigging it up, Chosen. And then I went out and I made 700k in 20 minutes in 4.2 gear. And I was like, see? Great. And I didn't die because I was worried that I would just get ganked in 2 minutes and everyone would be like, yeah, I'm never going out of this thing ever again. But if you've never gone in the Black Zone, get a set that costs you less than 100k and try the Safe Portal. Just trust me. It's super fun. You'll have a great time.
Can SBI get us some bundles with learning points like the starter bundles?
Okay.
So you mean like with where you get like a bundle either with premium and learning points, or are you talking about cosmetic and learning points? Which one?
Do you know what I need, Chosen?
What do you need?
I need okay, I don't know if anyone else is with me here in chat, right? I need like a monthly sub thing that's like a little bit more, but gives me a little bit of gold, a little bit of fun money on top, right? I want like a $20 30-day premium with also a cheeky little bit of gold in there. That would be like a really good package. I don't know if anyone else thinks like that would be like pretty nice. That would be my jam. Like just that, because like I'll happily pay $15 for the sub I'm playing. I don't mind. I want a bit of gold. If I just have one monthly payment that gives me, let's say 30 days premium and then like 600 gold, so I got a little bit of like memeing money to do some dumb shit. Just as one monthly payment that's within my disposable income budget. Because I'll happily buy premium, but then I don't want to buy gold separately because I feel like I'm spending more money. But if I could just have like a little like slightly better sub that gave me some gold, oh, that'd be the one. That'd be the one. And if I was buying
you don't want your wife seeing 2 charges to Albion Online every month. One charge.
Okay. Because if you pay twice,
right? Like I have to pay my subscription. Right. But if she sees you also have like 4 bills at $5.99, she's like, "What are you doing?"
If you're paying once, that's your sub, right? You're just on the better sub. If you pay twice, you're a swiper. If you pay once, you're a subscriber. And then like I could buy that, and if I was buying that, Chosen, I would definitely use the code Lupac at the checkout as well when I was buying it. I don't know. I just feel just seems like the natural, like it just seems obvious to me at this point.
At the checkout.
Obviously, I would use the code Lupac at the checkout if I was buying it, you know?
Well, yeah, because you're Lupac.
Obviously. Gandalf actually did buy 19,000 gold with the code Lupac. He actually did that as well. Absolute lad. Absolute
I don't even know what I'm incorrect for. I'm just getting told I'm incorrect. I get shows an incorrect. I found out last gold sale there is a quantity drop down for buying packs of gold. Yeah, you can get packs of gold. What are they?
I don't know what you mean. Yeah.
How was I wrong? I'm probably wrong about something. I just don't need to be wrong about things I'm not wrong about. All right, Bogle, give these guys 7 days of premium. Let's get Lupac out of here. Let's go find Professor Pew Pew.
One guy.
He's just saying you do get. Okay, he's saying you get billed on one line. Okay, OP. Okay,
right.
All right.
You need to word that better.
Don't ruin my jokes, man. Don't come in telling me facts about my jokes.
Chosen, you said let's give these guys 7 days of premium. Now you gotta be careful with the wording there because chat probably thought.
We're gonna split 7 days of premium between all of chat. 7 days is gonna be split between all of you. You guys figure out how much you each get, and we'll work it from there.
Yeah. You all get 7.5 minutes of premium. Congrats. To be fair,
Use it
7.5
wisely.
minutes of
Use it
premium is
wisely.
7.5 minutes of premium is like 100 mil on Asia right now. So they probably
God.
they probably be all right with that, bro. It's fine. Friday.
I
It's
can use
nothing
it at
like
the end of the month when
okay,
I open
the
my
rules-
chest. It's okay.
I've got a new idea, right? The rules don't count on Friday, Bogle. How about that? Fridays are like exempt from any sort of like rules.
I mean,
You know?
you could.
Bogle's losing his shit in here. He's
I
like,
mean,
what's going
you
on?
saw the DJ pie last week, right? You know where I just let chat go DGen and just post whatever they want? Like, it's a bit like that, but our version. Chat, you're loving it though, right? Like,
But they had a good time. I heard a lot of positive comments.
Is this a fun show today? Is this a
Bogle's
fun
trying to
show?
shut it down.
Like, is it yes or no? Is it more entertaining than a Goldenium stream? That's all we need to know.
Barely.
I don't think that's a problem
Barely, just
anymore. Rebecca. It's a
barely,
default win.
barely.
Uh,
Oh man, I can't wait till we do another all of us together in person show though. Oh my god, that'd be so good.
we're working on it. We're trying to figure out the exact dates, and we'll get it all sorted. And when we have them, we'll let everybody know, and we'll get that one done.
Crazy thing, right? Do you know the crazy thing? Right? Poor old Goldeniums, for all we meme, he doesn't actually know he's banned because he hasn't been at the PC for 5 days. He
He's just been leaving it running.
He hasn't actually realized he's banned yet because he hasn't checked.
Yeah, one player is right. Let the poor man be. I mean, he's a nice guy. He's just doing things you don't like. He's a nice guy.
The bot's still running.
Yeah. Oh, poor guy.
God, you know what?
He's just trying to make a buck, you know? Come on.
The worst thing is the YouTube videos where he actually talks and gives economy advice.
They're good.
Absolutely great. They're
really good.
absolutely brilliant. I've got no problem. It's just, all right, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like, I know he's good at the game, but like being able to play during downtime, that is next level skills. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway, anyway, listen. Coming up next, listen, Pew Pew, you gotta carry on this memeing. You gotta show shows in this Friday. Like, just keep Bogle on edge the whole time. I beg. That'd be so good. Thank you guys for hanging out today for the Daily Show. Tomorrow we've got a whole plethora, including Gold Castle's War Reports. We've got a 20v20 show where you guys can get involved and win premium and gold codes guaranteed. But tonight, the fun is not over. Professor Pew Pew is going to be joining us. He's going to be doing some depths. He's going to be talking streaming, YouTube, life as an Albion ambassador, and everything that you guys want to ask him. So that'll be coming up in just a few minutes. Thank you, of course, to Shows and a Bogle for joining me on this wild Friday ride.
It was fun. It was fun. A good time.
This is where I depart the train, though, for the evening. Bogle's going to keep it on the rails for another hour. And yeah, have a lovely evening, everybody. And we'll see you right back after some adverts.
See you soon. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Albion TV's Burning Question series. I am the chosen one, and today Bogle and I are joined by Professor Pew Pew. We'll be diving into the depths and diving into Pew Pew as well, into the depths of his psyche to find out what's going on in there and how things are as an Albion streamer. So how you doing, Pew Pew? How you been? It's been a while since we've gotten to hang out.
Yeah, I'm good, man.
So before we get too far into this stream and get into the interview, for the audience who doesn't know much about you, you want to give a quick introduction, tell people who you are and what kind of stream they can watch on your over on your stream.
Yeah, sure. So I'm Professor Pew Pew. I've been streaming Albion for close to 6 years now, I think. Previously, I've been mostly just a solo content streamer. I did way back in the day a lot of like solo Hellgates, solo dungeon diving, and then corrupted dungeons, Mist. Since the depth drop though, we've been just doing depth all day. Usually I stream in the early mornings in the NA time, so like right around the server reset time is when I get on.
And lately you've been competing. When you say you've been grinding the depths, you've been grinding them. You are what, like second on NA for rank right now?
Yeah, I was first on NA for a little while, and then one caught up, and then I just cannot overtake him again. So now I'm happy with second place.
So now you're going to play with Bogle and I and absolutely ruin your rankings. This is we're terrible here. All right, well, let's go right in, and then we'll start asking some questions as we go through. What we like to do here is, Bogle's not in the group. Oh, Bogle.
The player has disabled, chosen.
I don't have it disabled.
Then Pew's lead. I don't know. Where are
Oh,
you?
I have lead.
Oh, Pew Pew is lead. Yep.
I'll pass you lead.
All right, I'm leader, and Bogle is now joined, and we can hop in with 2 minutes to spare. Let's hop right in.
Right.
So, Pew Pew, I've known you for quite a while. It feels like you've been here forever. When did you start streaming Albion?
6 or so years ago. So I started playing right at the free-to-play launch, and then I started streaming not long after.
And as you got into streaming, what brought you to Albion? So you said you started streaming after playing Albion. Albion's what got you into streaming.
Albion's the first game I like really tried to stream.
We got some contacts up here. Let me see what we got. Another bow here. Miss Piercer. I'm coming in behind Pew Pew. He's moving in fast. Bow's sprinting. 3 bows. This is going to be fun. This is not good. This is not good. We got one here. One down. I'm down as well. Sorry about that. That's a rough first draw is 3 bows, and then I miss all of my E's. So when they're sprinting around, it makes it hard to hit. Now we get a lot of time to talk about you and streaming and what it's like being a streamer here in Albion. So you said you started over in free-to-play. That was about 6 years ago. That's a long time ago. And you said Albion is the first game you started streaming. What really prompted you to start streaming Albion? What was it about Albion that made you go, you know what? This is the game I need to stream.
Well, at first I just, turned on the stream just for fun, right? It wasn't like I had to do this kind of thing, but I kind of hit a little pop-off when I made a YouTube video about like solo diving, solo dungeons. And then I started seeing some like really good numbers on my streams, and then I started trying.
And so what kind of content did you start with? Was it just like that PvP, that solo PvP kind of content, that 1vx?
The first thing I streamed was 2v2 Hellgates, and it wasn't 1v2 Hellgates, but it was just 2v2. Me and my buddy, Projux, he and I were playing double regular bows in old Hellgates. So the old regular bow back then was the ramp up one. It's not the current one, right?
Mhm.
So like you, once you start ramping up your turret, you do a lot of damage, and healers can keep up. And we're both playing regular bows. We're playing Hellion Hood, Mage Robe, and we're just sitting in our Hellion Hood shooting them. Made a lot of silver that way, and then when so we were doing that before solo dungeons were even a thing.
Mhm.
And then when solo dungeons released, a solo dungeon diving was pretty fun. So I started diving solo dungeons, and I made that the inner focus spear build that was initially just made for killing people in those solo dungeons.
And so that's really what, like you say that. So making that video for that build kind of got you involved. And how did streaming pick up? What ended up getting you to stay with it? Was it like the community that you had that started to build over time, or was it there were just a few people in your stream that made you go, you know what, I have to show up every day because I love doing this. I love hanging out with this small group of people.
Well, it's a little bit of everything, right? There's I think like especially when you're playing solo, there's a lot of downtime. Just chatting with streamers is really fun to fill the downtime.
Yeah, absolutely. There's so much downtime, especially in Albion when you're doing like solo content. You got a lot of time to find people. But I'm always worried when I do solo content that I'm going to be looking at the chat when I need to be paying attention to that half second when somebody's going to pop around the corner here in Albion, because it feels like you're always in danger.
Yeah, just turn your audio all the way up and you'll hear them.
I mean, that's true. There's some pretty good ambient noise in Albion. I remember having to wear, like, we made female characters and wore leather shoes because they were the ones that didn't make noises when they walked in beta. And you could kind of like cheat in beta, and only a few people knew about that. It was very sneaky.
I heard that back in beta. I didn't play back then, but I heard that back in beta, your leather gear had movement speed passives on them. Was that a thing?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
like
missed
for a
out.
little. So, different gear changed drastically at different times in alpha and beta. They did wide swings on how things would work and what you would get out of them. So at one point, it was even like they had, like we have now, where you get physical damage reduction from plate,
Mhm.
and you get like magic reduction from like cloth and stuff. Well, they had it so that the point 1, point 2, and point 3, they would change as you went through them. So point 1 would be one type of armor, point 2 would be another type of armor, and point 3 would be another type of armor for different trees. So you would have like a tree that was a warrior tree that would have a set for all the different kinds. So point 1 would be like leather, point 2 would be cloth, and point 3 would be plate. It was very, very strange at different times in beta. Yeah, OP, it wasn't great. That's why it's not that way now. Bogle, what was the you might remember this one. What was the most different enchantment levels they had in the gear?
4 or 5, I think. Like you
It
had
got up there,
more
didn't it?
dots on the thing. It was.
Yeah.
We're at a good middle ground now.
And there was time where you had to go to a special location to enchant things.
Awful too. Everybody was ganking that.
Yeah. So you say you've always been like so bring it back to Pew Pew here and stop talking about Albion histories, which is the only thing I know about. But you said you came in with free to play, and so that was before the change. Did you get involved in 5v5s? I seem to remember you as a 5v5 player at one point.
No, I only played 5v5s very occasionally when a certain abusable mechanic was in the game. So
Oh.
at one point it was reflux, right? Like there were people getting into, because Hellgates back then were guarded by a demon mob, and the 5v5 mobs were kind of hard to kill for solos. But then like when reflex were really strong, you can reflect that mob to death, and then you can get in as a solo or as a duo, and you just go in there to fame farm. I did that, and then I did. There was one point when chain slash on daggers was super broken, and we just went in as 5 blood letters.
Hmm?
That was really fun because you just charge at them and everybody hit chain slash and then everybody hit E and then they just died.
Yeah, that's going to eliminate half the team in a single engagement every single time.
Yeah,
So we have a couple of people in chat who are asking about your YouTube specifically. Where can they go to see your YouTube videos, and do you still do them?
I have not made a YouTube video in a pretty long time. I think I'm not really the kind of YouTuber that just like spams a lot of like montages or whatever. If I make a YouTube video, it's gonna be a guide on something that I find interesting, whether it's like a unique build or something like that, right? But yeah, like I haven't made a YouTube video in a while, but I've been streaming on YouTube, both Twitch and YouTube actually. And if you just go on YouTube and look up at Albion Pew Pew, you'll find me.
Okay, let's hop into this next one, and hopefully we'll have a little bit better luck than we just had. I'm feeling very bad about dying in 30 seconds. I don't want to do this again. Let's see, where are we? We're in the top corner. Let's go south through these different rooms here. I think we can get a couple of different buffs on the way. Maybe get a stack before we run into our
learn
first.
from Pew Pew. He's been doing these like.
Yeah, that's probably like, yeah, why don't you lead the groups here instead of me leading the direction? Why don't you tell us what to do and give us some tips on getting better at these, because we're pretty bad.
I mean, just farm up and stack up, I guess.
How have you been liking them? Like the depths as a thing, as a gameplay mechanic overall? Like apart from being a cool
I
thing
think
to
it's great.
stream.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's like really fun to play with all the back-to-back fights, and I think like content-wise, there's more people that are willing to fight you. You know, because you don't lose anything in here, so a lot of people just come in here to YOLO. There's no gear fear, I guess, or less gear fear at least, I should say.
After 6 years, are you more interested in those fights than you are in like getting gear and stuff? Is it just about having a good time while you're playing, or are you in it for the win?
I mean, it's both, right? Like, if there's no rewards at all, then the game will kind of feel like, you know, it would just be like any other game, right? I think like being able to loot the other guy is a part of it. And then like in here, you get this balance where like you don't get to loot the other guy's gear, but you do get their inventory and you get to sacrifice their soul. So it's still kind of, it still feels rewarding.
You were saying earlier that you are competing, or were competing with one for first place. Is he your favorite person to kill in this?
Yeah, no, I play with him a lot now. So
Well, you can't beat him if you play with him. You know that's how it works, right? Like he just has to play when you're not on. You know?
Yeah. I mean, like maybe for the first week when I was actually trying to beat him, but now I kind of gave up because he just keeps getting ahead of me.
So that's got to be a tough draw for anybody to pull. Are you guys doing duos or trios with another player?
Usually trios with another player. Duos are, I think duos were really fun for the first week, and after that it's kind of slowed down a bit now.
So you were playing a lot of duos before, but now just basically exclusively trios. What's not fun about duos anymore? What's happened in that style of gameplay?
I think there's just less players in there, especially during certain times.
Okay. So are you finding that that's already an issue, that during off hours you're getting less content from the depths?
We have a team east. Yeah, I think
Southeast,
one
yeah.
is low. I think one is low.
Let's get off the mob. Oh, there's another team behind them. Let's go for this one.
I'm pushing their fire off. You guys.
You might want to come back. The other team's turning.
Okay, coming back. don't want his soup. I want his soul.
Shout out to Nicolau for dying. Wait.
He quit.
All right, I already feel better now that we have killed
We
two
killed
players.
one
That's
team?
way better than what we did before. That was really embarrassing, and I'm still in a little bit of pain from that. That was better. So you were saying you're generally with the twos that during off hours you're not finding the content. Is that the same in the trios, or in the trios you're still finding enough players?
Well, it's the same throughout Albion, right? Like, we're playing on an A server. We have some like really dead hours in like the early mornings, so that's to be expected, you know. But I'll say like I don't know. I'll contact another team.
Yep.
Hello Fall. Okay. Oh, nice stun. All right, nice.
Still behind that. All right.
Not bad, not bad. You gotta dump some souls though.
Yeah. Anyways,
Oh, right here. It's right next to us. Oh, you know, Bogo.
I think during the more like active hours, like there's just more money generated in threes, right? Because the loot rate is higher, so I think more people just want to do threes.
With the problems with these, like we see a lot of situations where we get a lot of solo players in these. What are your feelings about the solo players in duos and trios?
I hate it. I think they should really just like rework Nightfall Abbeys into solo depth and have
Okay.
them like interval from Brazilian, and then all the solo players will go there and not take up the slots that are meant for teams.
I hate it too. I was thinking maybe at least have them take up a single player slot instead of a team slot, so that they're all basically dragged into the same team slot. So maybe they take up 2 teams and you get 6 extra guys instead of taking up 6 teams with the 6 extra guys. But yeah, anything honestly, that sounds like great. I would love to see a full rework to the Nightfall Abbey and get these guys out of here. Get them going and do something else. Oh, I still have a soul. Sorry, guys.
By the way,
Yeah.
did you
Go
know
ahead.
if you click a chest after somebody else opened it, you're like half a second faster to open
Yes.
it?
This is important to Bogle. He's
Oh, I hate this little bar that goes like
the bar.
Like if you've seen this a few hundred times, you're like, come on, I really don't need this like third of a second in my life.
You've probably seen it like 10,000 times plus, dude. You're over there seeing that bar every time you craft.
That's a
That
different
bar's
bar.
important for looting though, because otherwise people yoink your chests
That's true.
like we used to in Hellgates.
Yeah. Over there ganking people's chests and hellgates. Look at you.
Yeah.
So actually, that's gonna be a funny thing. Do you have any memories that you have of certain particular activities in Albion? And you were like, this is just wrong, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, like when. So when I first started playing, group dungeon diving was one of my guild's favorite activities. But then like there's some times when we just can't find other groups, and then we'll get like one of our guys to go LFG and find a group, and then that guy would just like tell the guild where they're doing it.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's so wrong.
Yeah, but I did it.
It's creating content right there. No, I get it. No, it's not against the rules. There's nothing against the rules about, using some psychological warfare against some kids and saying, hey, a little honeypot here. Would you like some free fame? Free fame. Bogle once paid a guy to take a selfie with me in a red zone.
That failed horribly.
He's trying to get me assassinated.
Yeah.
He was pretty sure that if he paid people to assassinate me, he could get it done.
So bounty hunting then doesn't really work in Albion well.
Good times, good times. So you anybody ever get really salty about that? Ever have any repercussions about that? Sully your good name?
Uh, well, I did not do any of that on stream, okay? But yeah, sure. We all got a lot of angry whispers from that.
Yeah, well, angry whispers. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of loot too, so it's all right.
So one of the things we like to ask people about is their welcome to Albion moment. You know, we just asked you if you did anything dastardly and deadly to others. What was the thing that you remember most, where you remember this PvP in Albion, the full loop PvP, really getting to you, where you go, God, it put the frustration into your heart.
The frustration into my heart.
Yeah, just the anger. Made you salt. Generated your own high blood pressure.
Like I don't know if this counts, but it's not one of my moments. But I remember when corrupted dungeons was a hit and run meta, and there was a very, very long fight, 8 hours, like actually 8 hours of a corrupted dungeons match between it was GDSL on a hit and run Growth Seeker build, and I think it was Felix on a Hallowfall build, and neither of them were gonna kill each other, and they were just like taking turns griefing each other to not letting them break crystals,
For
and it
8
was
hours?
yeah, straight up 8 hours. That was
Fuck out.
that was a moment when I realized, like, maybe 1v1 in this game is just a little overrated.
Yeah, I want to get involved in that. I don't want that beef. I don't want that kind of salt. I don't have that kind of patience. I ain't got that in my soul. I'll play a different game.
Right?
Where's Parcheesi? I'm gonna play some.
Yo, sorry to
Wait, we're not here we go.
Sorry. What, Bogo?
question. Are these Steve points your friends? Or is that a random dude?
No, that's something that's going on like independent. This
On
has been
Twitch?
going on all week. Yeah.
Alright, okay. I thought maybe you have got some meme or whatever on your.
Bogo, are you doing something over there?
No, I'm timing out people to do the redeem thing.
Okay.
I thought it's maybe Pio's friends from his chat doing some meme thing.
That is not me.
Alright.
No, they've just been here for about a week, and they've been asking what's going on with Steve. If he's been here, I haven't seen Steve all day, guys.
No, I'm just timing out everybody who doesn't. Alright.
Oh,
By the way,
way,
sorry, Eslit, I timed you out too. I just clicked the wrong person.
Yeah. Take that.
Rip.
You're still in chat after getting insulted by Bogle like that. Probably dipped out.
My
You're like,
bad.
"Oh."
You'll be back in 10 minutes. Sorry, dude.
Now is when Bogle. Now is when you do it. Now pull the raffle. Pull the raffle while they're all timed out.
Nah, give it like 2 more minutes. Yeah, he was like, finally somebody's modding too, and I clicked the wrong.
Oh wait, you kicked him out for saying finally a mod?
Yeah, my bad.
Oh, that's classic.
My bad.
That's good. Strangers to our north.
Nope. No, that's a real team. Batumbo. Kingmaker. Don't hit the hunter. Their healer's weak.
On him. Oh, I'm in trouble. Oh, Here we go.
Did you just survive by yourself?
Their healer's down.
Yo.
Nice. There we go. Ooh, I got shoes out of that one and a pretty hat. Okay.
This one guy had tier 8 boots.
That's nice.
Oink.
I didn't gain tier 8 boots. All right, let's go find some place to dispose of these dudes and maybe get another buff on our way out. 8's pretty good for first floor. I like to have 9 or more, but we'll be okay. We've deposited 9 souls after these guys, right? That's a lot. 10. We had that other one too, yeah. So here we've been doing the depth. This is some of the newer content that we have in Albion Online. You seem to enjoy it quite a bit. What other types of content are you still playing, or has the depths completely taken over all you're doing and you're just happy with that?
Like 95% of what I'm doing right now, I'm okay with it. I popped back into the mist for a little bit, this morning I did some solo open world stuff. Past couple of days, but for the most part, it's just the depth.
Triple blues. Yeah, triple rare here, guys. That's pretty good. I'll take that. I'll take it. Not bad. So one of the things you're known for, you're the Professor Pew Pew. You make some really good builds for people. You give people good suggestions. Are always doing something a little bit different for everybody. Right now we've got the depths. This is the thing that everybody's doing. You're big on the bow here. That's what you're enjoying. What do you really what are you suggesting for other people? What's the trio that you're liking for people?
So I don't actually play a whole lot of bows. To clarify, bows are super meta right now, though. So like, if you're looking for some meta builds to play, it will be like a one-hand holy healer, a regular bow, and a carrying collar. They call it the front to back comp, where you just chop their front line with the carrying collar. If they try to heal, you just heal cut them, and then you have the regular bow that just does like absurd damage for very little effort. You just like spacebarring and pressing Q for damage. So like that is the super meta comp right now for threes. A lot of other things can like pop in there to replace this or that. Like one likes to play the Arclight Blaster, and that kind
that's
of
pretty painful. I've been seeing a lot of that actually, and it
Right.
kicked my ass.
Yeah, Arclight can replace the bow, of course, and then like for a front line, you take like any bruiser with a pierce. You can take any bruiser with a pierce, and then you can run Hellfire Pots for the heal cut, and you pretty much do the same thing as a carrion. So. Oh, and then for the healer spot, like one hand holy, I think is the easiest, like the go-to. But one hand nature is getting some good usage too.
Any recommendations for Bogle here and what he's been doing?
I'm just having fun. I'm just trying out Great Nature, but
Pulling out the Great Nature Staff.
it's kind of clunky. I don't really like it.
Yeah, one hand nature is what people like to play when they play nature. Since some forge barks do work in here too.
Bogle's been
But-
pulling out a lot of the Forge Bark, right? That's the one that you were doing?
Yeah, I'm annoyed though, because you need to be close to people to be somewhat effective, and then people just seem to be able to AOS or it's not great. It totally is.
I've been hearing that the high end are using the Iron route there.
No.
High end, yeah. Minsu, one of the better healers that I know out there. Very good in the 5v5 back in the day.
Yeah, but nobody uses an iron root for threes though, right?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, 3. Because you have to be very good. He says you have to be very good, and there's only about 1% of the population of healers who could pull it off. But he says that's the best one. But it takes the highest level of skill, and we don't have that in our party.
I mean,
No offense, Bogle. No
a third of the party has it.
I don't have it. What?
I mean,
He's talking about the 1% of healers, Bo. You're like, come on. Let's
I
get these guys contact, and I'm gonna. Oh, they're gonna give it. Ah, shit! I thought I had that. Let's give him a second here to get that back. I'm falling back. I don't want to get caught. Pew-Pew's getting caught.
Just burn the the perma. Okay, switch a healer.
Root stunned him. Oh, I'm in trouble.
He's rest potted.
Yeah, I'm in trouble here.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Oh, for a bit. Okay, I have damage now. I'm on the healer. Oh, I'm stunned.
I don't have much. Care a bit.
What?
We are pushing into them like they are full HP, so don't overextend too much.
They're not anymore. All right. Do we want to reset this? I'm down to 1 bar.
Oh no!
Grab him, Bogle. Oh, too late. Did you get him, Bogle?
I don't know if
I can't stop that frost from blinking on you, Bogle. I'm sorry, Bogle. I'm sorry, Bogle. All right, I think it's too long before the stairs come, so I'm gonna go and die for this.
Wait. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, stop. And then run
I got
now.
the slow.
Oh.
Oh, nicely done.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, they got us.
they should be.
Well played, well played. Oh, and I whiffed my E at the end. Who was it who got me? Mafu Wafu? I don't know him. I don't know Mafu Wafu. One of the best. One of the best. Jason, don't ask that question. I don't want to answer it. I may have run out of food. I'm going to go into my chest and grab my food. When you go to pop it and you know, oh, I did not refill in the last opportunity. That happens. That happens. Sorry for killing your kill to death ratio here, Pew Pew. It's gonna happen when you play with the greats like Bogle and Chosen. We got 4 minutes. It just opened. If we want to hop back in, we can go in right away.
Yeah,
It's always good to see. So you're saying you've been playing with Juan a lot. Who's your third generally? Do you use the same guy, or do you have somebody who's just a bunch of people who pop in with you guys?
We have a few different people. Jon Snow's one of them.
Oh, Jon Snow's left toe.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw him. I saw him earlier. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad. And who's the hardest team for you guys to beat? Do you have like a team that you guys run into on the regular, you know, that's causing you some hardships, or is it just so many people playing that it's hard to run into the same group right now?
So there are names that I recognize seeing a few times, but I don't know. Like we seem to be doing all right against everyone.
Well, I mean, you guys are ranked 1 and 2, right? Is that?
Yeah.
And what's Jon Snow ranked now? What is he, like 10 or something?
Kill fame wise, I don't know where he is, but if it's like win rate, there's a website that tracks that. Like Jon Snow was rank 1 on win rate for a pretty long time.
Well, I mean, if you only play alongside One and Pew Pew, you're going to be doing pretty good for a win rate, I guess, right?
Yeah, Jon Snow.
Like I could be in the top 10. I could be in the top 10. You know, like. Oh, that's Jon Snow. It's not Jason. It's Jon Snow actually coming to pop food. I'm so sorry. Like this guy, like you called me Jason, son of a. You got to get you somebody who's actually going to hold you guys back. You know, even it out a little bit.
Turn that one in. That's good.
Is there anything you'd like to see changed in the depth? Since that's your current big content, you've been playing it quite a bit. You're one of our more knowledgeable players in the area. Is there anything you'd like to see fixed besides the solo players? Because I think you've already stated that you don't like that.
First floor is too long, but I can already see, like, they're already said in the patch notes that are going to reduce the duration of the first and second floor, or of all the floors, right?
Yeah, of all the floors, yeah.
I'm not a big fan of reducing the duration of the last floor, but first and second, it definitely could be shorter.
I have no problem with that. My issues with the third floor are just like not enough people on the third floor.
Yeah,
not
so
incentive to get people there.
I guess we'll have to wait until the next patch drops and see
Strangers?
how contact. Longbow, is this just a solo?
Yeah, it looks like a solo.
Yeah, tornado class. I guess we'll have to wait until the patch drops and see how it goes. But theoretically, like, if there's more people, or if there's less time to kill people on the first and second floor, then more will survive to the third floor, right? Then there will be less MT. Theoretically, but we'll see.
Free loot. That's what I like, folks. That's what I like. Oh, he had a lot of it for a guy only on the first floor. Look at this guy. All right.
I mean, it's tier 4
Champion.
stuff.
Bogle, don't ruin my chill, dude.
Real question though, what's the lowest value you pick up here, like in terms of boxes and stuff? Is there like a minimum? Or is everything good? Tier 4 runes?
So for runes, the way we usually do is we go free loot, right? So not party loot, free loot. That way we have one guy pick up all the silver bags, treasures, runes, maps, and they just stack together in that one guy's inventory, and then the other two can pick up everything else. The lowest value, I would say, like everything that's like flat 5 or lower would get trashed first.
Mhm.
We could just like pick up everything and then trash it later too. But
Oh, you do pick up everything then as a team. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Because I like.
Yeah, we don't
I
escape
would-
enough to actually care about loot. Generally, we just generally leave it because we die with it on our corpses, and that's how we leave it. We pick it all up out of the boxes, and then we leave it on the ground. Sometimes Bogo likes to watch me die and then turn my soul in for free loot. He'll do that. Ooh, stranger here, quarter health.
If I did someone.
I think it's solo. Carrying 2 souls? Or 1 soul? Sorry, you can't carry 2 souls. He's got his soul. That counts as a soul, right? Alright, I don't know if I'm going to catch him. He's also on Scholar.
Yeah, his can be gone. Hey, imagine if we can carry more than 1 soul though. That'd be a
Let me
change.
switch to inner. Oh, hold on.
Switch back.
I'm switching it back. Hold on. Don't want that
What is
anymore.
this actually?
Active.
Warbow. This triple bow or 2 bows and Heron Spear. Okay.
Oh, God. All right, so this is a bleed him out over time situation. We get stuck by this, we will get deleted. But they are clumping hard. So... Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Picking on the left
Warbow has
bow.
no. Yeah. All right, I finished a spear. Other bow is still here.
Is he?
Scholar
around the
sandals.
corner. Did you get the other soul, or did he get it?
I don't think either of us has it. I don't have it.
I have
get
one
it?
of the guy's souls.
You want to get the other guy's soul?
He
instead?
is going out the door. Yeah, he had the soul.
His friend's soul?
Yeah, it's over here now.
What? I
Did
missed.
you just click out?
I was trying to click the soul.
I guess we're leaving then, huh?
I like.
All right. Yeah, let's head out of here, guys.
My bad.
It's kind of funny. I just saw you run at it, like sprint at the door. I'm out. Let's see what I got
Yo.
for fat
First-
loot here.
first time
big
loot in like
30K. First time with loot in like 10 runs, Bogle.
Do you guys think the loot is too high in the depths?
For solos.
No, just in
For
general.
solos, maybe, but well, like the depth. So, the depth loot is not coming from nowhere, right? They said they redirected the loot from tens to go to here instead
Yep.
because they removed tens, and tens like so the amount of loot that's being generated is the same as whatever was being generated before. It's just going into different people now, right? Back when tens was a thing, it was just like 3 teams rotating tens, and that loot is still being generated. It's just going into fewer people's pockets. So I think this, like the way
I
we
think it's
have
going
it
to a
right
lot
now,
fewer. Yeah.
yeah, I think like the way we have it right now is like a lot of people are getting a cut of this,
Yep.
and I don't think it's going too much. Like if you're playing at the very top, right? If you're making like I don't know, like 4 or 5 mil per run, per person per run, like that sounds really good, but along the way, like how many teams did you have to kill to get that, right? And if you if you're one of the teams that were killed, you're not really making anything. And also, like, if you killed that many teams in the black zone, you'd make a lot more. So
Yeah, Amtrix, it's absolutely into a lot of people's pockets now. Very few people were playing 10s, and there were groups that dominated 10s. They absolutely got all the rewards, and when they ran into each other, they basically decided who was going to win, and then they shared the loot and then went back out again. It was basically, I don't know, like a Bogo, what do we got there with it? When it's a group of people who all work together to accomplish a goal
Monopoly?
that's dirty.
Are you
Yeah,
just, like,
yeah.
Why do I have to answer that one? Excuse?
Because I forgot the words. Yeah, it's not a monopoly. The other one.
Collusion?
cartel.
Cartel. That's the one. Thank you. I knew. Yeah. Brain fart over here. Getting old. Yeah, but it felt like it was a 10v10 cartel, right? Like they controlled it. They dominated. They didn't let other people in it. If you got in, you got completely washed by 4 other teams, and those teams split the loot. And they were mostly doing it for the PvE loots, which were incredible. So now we're seeing that dropped into the depths, and a lot of the loot is just getting destroyed. A lot of black market loot getting destroyed, which I think is fantastic. Anything that gets any items out of the economy is good to me. Any silver, any items, everything that gets dragged out is good for the game. So I'm all for it.
Yep.
Let's see how we do in this run, guys. This is, I believe, our last run, looking at the clock here. So, Bogle, I've been asking Pew Pew a lot of questions here. Do you have any specific questions you want to ask this guy before we head out for the evening?
No. I'm thinking.
I know you're big into AI, Bogle.
I mean,
I know somebody else who's
I kind of wanted to
got
ask about
basically
this.
an AI friend here all the time.
I kind of wanted. I mean, right next to you. What is that? Like, I've admittedly apparently not watched your stream enough, but what's this thing next to your face?
There's a bit of a green screen going on, so she's looking kind of weird, but that's my AI mascot. If you go to my channel, you can use channel points to like interact with her. You can like make her or like talk to her, but she usually just roasts you for like whoever whoever talks to her just gets roasted. But yeah, and then she's also if you use text to speech on my channel, she's also the voice that does that.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's basically a VTuber model that's linked up to a plugin that's like connected to ChatGPT. So it's like a ChatGPT skin.
That seems interesting. All right. What's the worst thing that thing ever said? Go straight to the interesting part.
She said a lot of things, but
You go full Gronk on you yet? You know, like
Grok? Oh,
Yeah.
the Mecha Healer thing? No, not yet. Not yet, thank God.
that's getting pretty awful over there. I don't know. My chat GPTP. Yep, my AI bot hasn't done anything like that. It just, tells me where I should be going to watch movies.
ChatGPT is usually a lot more safe, right, compared to Grok.
Yeah.
Grok is the edgy one.
I don't know. That Grok, I don't know. Trained on people's Twitter? That's terrible. I thought Wikipedia was bad for training. So how long have you had that little AI bot, and is it become like a regular staple of your stream there? Is it on every day with you? Oh, we got strangers.
Contact Norris.
Pick up the buff.
That, oh yeah,
get it.
sure. Batum, Bear Paws, and the healer.
Yeah, they scouted us and ran. Look at Pew Pew just like zooming out of here. Like, I got this one. Feel like this is the worst when my cooldowns just aren't fast enough. I want to go faster. I got like good shot on this poor fool. Okay, that's going to cause him to turn, and we can get back on the healer right away. unfortunately, I did not. You get to keep the
The
pressure
beam's
on.
over. Hit the ball. Hit the ball.
Turn it.
I'm just running.
The ceiling is reduced. You're gonna just stay on him. Okay.
Oh, nice blink away from my spear. That was well played. The healer, the bow again. Down, back out. Got him. Well played. I'm gonna tickle this paw for Bogle.
Not gonna lie, this thing felt kind of funny. Like, for some reason, I just walked the bear paws around the circle around you guys for like.
You just didn't do enough damage to you?
No,
That build?
And on the west.
More?
True bolt is a solo.
It's a hammer.
There's a
Doom
team.
hammer.
There's a team. There's a team. Tomb hammer, true bolt, right?
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's a true bolt.
I don't want to walk through this. Let's
But I have PvE on me. It's kind of annoying.
yeah, let's back out of
Walk
this.
through,
We don't
walk
want the PvE.
Walk through.
Walking through.
Show.
Bogle's okay. Bogle's okay.
I had to.
You're fine. You're fine.
I'm trying to
Right?
slow
You're
him off.
fine,
a bit.
Bogle.
I'm good.
Oh, I can't believe that went through both of them.
Interrupt that. Ah, shit. Yeah, we're done here. Yeah, we had to walk all the way through those mobs. Oh well.
I'm running.
Let's see if he makes it out.
What's next for Pew Pew?
What's next for you in the oh?
In the world of Albion in general.
Yeah. Yeah, what's going on with you and how you finding success here in the world of Albion?
I don't really know what's next, honestly.
I've gotten a different group on me now. I've switched groups. Meanwhile, I've got like 6 people chasing me now. This is peak Albion. Oh no, I'm gonna get
You
slowed.
can walk them back into this group.
I walked them through the other group actually already once. I don't have enough HP to survive another encounter. I'm hoping that
I
they
mean,
just
if you get down to PvE now, that's peak Albion, honestly.
Ah, come on, Bogle. I'm not gonna get down to that. PvE. Jeez, I don't think I'm gonna make it, boys. I don't think it's gonna happen.
I think it shook him.
No, I still see him.
Oh.
These guys are fighting each other now. Oh,
I mean, I'm right here. Pick me up. Pick me up. I'm here, right next to you. Oh,
Bogle, I'm just getting out, Bogle.
dude,
I do
he
not
just
have.
walked past me.
You. Ah!
Wasn't he low? No, he's full. No. All right, you're dead. Goodbye.
It's 2 groups. This isn't fair. Too many groups. I can't escape.
your best shot though is probably to lead one group into another group and see if they fight each other.
Well, that's why I did that first, and then like one backed away, and the second group started following me, and then the other one I brought them back around and ran to the first group again. And another solo. Like, it's just too many people. Peak Albion here. Fun times. Thank you, Pew Pew, for joining us today. This was a lot of fun.
Mhm.
I had fun hanging out with you and doing some depths. Sorry we couldn't get you more victories. I mean,
Okay.
usually when we have an expert like yourself come in and carry us, we do quite well. But the albatross that is Albion TV has dragged you down to our level today. Not much we can do about that. So, as we're gonna head out of here, is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to? In your community, anybody that you play with, any enemies that you have that you're just like, these guys are so damn good. You got to go watch their streams.
My boy Juan is playing right now. Shout out to 123, I guess.
We can go raid him if you'd like after this. We'll go raid his stream and
Yeah, that'd be cool.
send him a bit of the hype train. Say congratulations on top fame. On Albion America. It's pretty good. Winning the depths for everybody. Bogle, anything you want to cover before we head out?
No, I just wanted to say that you've been around so long, Pew. It's kind of cool to see you still around. I'm kind of surprised, but also in a positive way. So hope there is some more Pew around.
Yeah, I'll be around for sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool.
Mm.
Then I'm happy. Then it's all good.
All right. Before we go, we have one last thing to do, Bogle. It's very important. Do you know what it is?
Yeah, but I think we need Pew for that to be the RNG.
Yeah, you have to instigate the RNG. But we have a paladin to give away.
Oh,
Paladin
right.
cosmetic to give away in honor of Pew Pew and their spotlight on the official website there. You got your streamer spotlight. It's pretty cool. Not everybody gets a streamer spotlight. And we're going to be giving away a paladin skin. So what do we want them to do in order to get qualified? Pew Pew, what do they need to do in chat?
What, exclamation for paladin? They're already typing.
no, you get to force these people to do anything. And we're gonna choose a random viewer from stream. And if they don't do the thing you told them to do, we're gonna pull somebody else. So you tell them what to do, and then we're gonna pull one of these random fools.
Say something mean to me. I don't know.
Okay. Whoa, okay. So we're getting something mean to Pew Pew. Oh boy, not what I expected, but I get it. I've seen your AI friend there. You and Jeff Bezos are already ahead of the curve, and yeah, just a little abuse. Yes. All right.
There we go.
Gotta fuck you, Pew Pew. You're ugly, Pew Pew.
Right
Fuck
on,
your
man.
elbow. Did you hurt your elbow? Is that what's going on? You got a bad elbow?
Oh, my elbow's funny.
All right,
I
so
don't know what my elbow
they
has
want you
do
to
with this.
like get tennis elbow or some shit. This is Pew Pew looks like he cuts his own bangs.
Oh,
Your
no,
mother's
no.
red sauce takes like ragu. Oof. Pew Pew kids get into a great college, but he can't pay for it.
What?
I like you, but Pew Pew stinks. All right, Bogle. Before this, it's getting bad here. Okay, this is what you chose. This was you. I was like, yeah, exclamation point paladin. That's great. And he's like, no, say something mean to me. Make me feel like I'm at home with my parents. All right. You got this, Bogle? Oh, wait, we got to have you do the RNG. If you're on yours, you get to tell us when to press the button.
Wait. Let me note this down.
Oh.
Let me note
Dude
this down.
from Bang Bus. What did dude from Bang Bus say?
Wait, I don't.
We got to check it.
No, we didn't do what I said, which is RNG goes to Pew. So that's a 7-day for you.
Okay, one message from this person.
Yeah.
And it's.
I'll press the button again when you say it.
It's one message that got banned, Bogle. I don't have any messages from them. What is it?
Let's
no, it's exclamation point paladin. That doesn't count. That's not mean. I'm sorry, dude from Bang Bus. By the way, no advertising allowed on the stream next time. Okay, guy, you got to change your name.
Jesus.
Pew Pew, you are a meanie. Oh, it's getting rough here. All right, Pew Pew, pick another one. Tell us when to pull it.
Another one?
Yeah, you just tell us now, whenever. Tell us when to press the button.
Yeah. Now, let's go.
Wangus Khan.
Wangus Khan. That's like the best name I think I've ever seen.
Great name, man.
What's the
He
person's,
said, "I
I
hope
got four
his kids get into a great college, but he can't pay for it."
Oh, that was a classic. Yes, that was a good one.
Kind of.
Oof. All right, that's worth winning for. That's a painful one. That's a painful one. Yeah.
Wangus. Jesus.
Well, this was a lot of fun. We should definitely do it again sometime. Maybe next time we'll win a few matches, Pew Pew. You're welcome to come on anytime you want. We'll do a co-stream with you, so you don't have to, turn off your own stream. And we'd love to play some threes with you again, and hopefully win with you this time, because I feel bad about what my team brought to the table this time. Not me, but what my team brought to the table.
Huh? Wait a second.
All right, and on that note, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here. Thanks for playing with us, Bogle. Thank you for healing. Always a pleasure. We will see you guys tomorrow at 14 UTC for Albion Asia War Report on Saturday. We got Legendary Castles, 18 UTC on Albion Europe with Legendary Castles, and then we have the 20v20 show. Should be a good time on Albion Americas. If you want to participate, just show up. I'll drop the Discord in chat. So anybody who's interested can go ahead and join up. We will be giving away 7-day premium codes. And what's the other one? Gold codes, right, Bogle? We give gold codes away still?
Are you online tomorrow? Tomorrow morning?
Me?
No. Pew. Like what? Pew.
You? Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be on.
All right. So maybe go watch Pew in the morning, and then in the afternoon head over to watch or play some 20s.
Let's see. Let's do a shout out as well.
I did
We're
that
here.
earlier. I might be on time.
Oh, you already did? I can't do it then if you already did it, because it won't let me do it twice. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us. We will be back again tomorrow. It's been a blast. Until then, see you soon.
I guess.